restore our glory to live forever. Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power. Lead us to order. I am the light bringer.
Welcome to the 5th episode of In Hindsight. This time I want to highlight one aspect of play that has seen a tremendous amount of attention and priority placed on it, especially in the last few weeks. A not so new strategy re-emerged after some of the main characters received some love from Riot. Camille, Galio and Nocturne have been tearing through our league. This combination offers a lot of strength and has been ever present since Team Secret introduced it into the meta. One of its most potent aspects is the ability to dive. Dives, of course, are stable in professional play and may be one of the most different facets in League of Legends between professional, so-called coordinated play and the average solo queue experience. A successful dive can go a long way to turn matchups, put star players in game-winning positions, or open up an insurmountable gap between lane opponents. In this video, I will take a look at 3 dives from the 7th week of VCS action at very different points in the game. The first play occurred in the second game between Cerberus and OPG. Cerberus' topside is the aforementioned combo of Camille, Nocturne and Galio. This play is particularly impressive as the timing window in which they can pull it off is very narrow. The reason being that they are against 𝗦𝗶𝗵𝗺, one of the best champs against multi-man dives once he hits level 6 and gets access to his ultimate. To unlock the full potential of Nocturne, Camille and Galio, all 3 champs require their ultimate. As we can see, as soon as Galio hits level 6, he leaves lane and heads north. Nocturne power farmed in the early game but is close to the goal as well. His ultimate has a surprisingly low range on level 6, so he already needs to be close to his target after reaching the all-important level. After some good trades in the early laning phase, LL on his Camille has asserted his dominance and can basically control the wave at his convenience. Cerberus know perfectly well that Simon is going to hit 6 off the crashing wave, so they have to strike before the minions go down. As soon as Nocturne reaches 6, LL initiates with his hookshot and everybody jumps in. To make matters even worse, OPG tried to salvage the situation by sending 𝗧𝗲 to get some counter kills. He dies too, which adds fuel to the fire and deepens the gap that was opened after the dive. Cerberus runs away with the game and finishes it in under 27 minutes. Coming up next, this dive takes place a little bit later in the respective game between Flash and 𝗬𝗏𝗺. In this game, Flash did not elect to go with the Camille and Nocturne strategy. Instead, they have some other divers at their disposal. Most notable, Support Pantheon, piloted by the best Pantheon player of the league, 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Additionally, this Pantheon is even more capable as he has the extra safety net of Fate's Call. After taking the dragon, Flash assumed control of the mid and bot wave. Ego takes a very long path towards bot lane, and 𝗬𝗏𝗺 follows suit after pushing in mid lane. 𝗬𝗏𝗺's bot lane even spots Ego and move off the turret, but Flash possesses a lot of tools to continue the chase. Firstly, Grand Starfall holds the 2 victims in place. Flash call in on too, which enables them to prolong the CC chain even more. Flawlessly chained crowd control lets 𝗬𝗏𝗺's bot lane bounce up and down again and again, while Flash collect the kills. Even the defensive Galio ultimate is nowhere close to saving anyone here. On the contrary, he is very quickly added to the list of casualties too. After an already very one-sided early game, Flash put the final nail in the coffin with this dive and go on to win the game a mere 13 minutes later. Lastly, we go back to the coveted combo. Even though the kill score already looks dire at this point, EVOS has been able to almost keep up with Cerberus in terms of gold through good rotational plays. The main target of this dive once again is 𝗦𝗶𝗵𝗺. This time around, Xerath of course has his Death Realm available to avoid the dive, but Cerberus still pulled the trigger. With Xerath moving out of the turret range, not even his ultimate can shield him against a very fat Camille, and he gets cut down pretty easily. 20 minutes into a game, 1 kill in bot lane wouldn't really lead to much. But unfortunately, EVOS misread the situation completely and call in help. Tahm, Kench and Senna arrive to save the day, but are left with an even worse fate than Xerath. The dive trio continues their conquest of every remote part of the rift and do not even pay attention to any pesky buildings in their way. 3 kills and 2 turrets finally confirm a significant lead for Cerberus, and Camille especially came out with an insane advantage. She would go on to finish the game with a scoreline of 11-0-10. Once again, the dive yielded a lot for the team and opened up an even bigger individual gold gap between the 2 top laners than before, leading to an unsolvable problem in the side lane for EVOS. The upsurge of diving compositions like Camille, Nocturne, Galio has only just started and more teams are beginning to adopt it. we are in for some dark action for weeks to come. Thank you for tuning in to In Hindsight Episode 5, and don't forget to catch the games from Friday to Sunday over at twitch.tv/VCS English.
The era of metal has begun, and metal shall prevail. For we know what they have done. 5 legends of our realm who sought to follow the path of their dark musings. But they did not know what they had summoned. Pentakill. To these creatures, there is but one thing left to do. Heavy metal.
My king, how was I supposed to know? Everyone will falter when you die. And as we speak, the army of our enemy is approaching our gates. We cannot fly. Behold, my son, there's a way to save you all. Don't you despair, don't be petrified. There is an armor, ancient magic made it strong, and you shall wear it when you face the fight.
Welcome back to the second series here of our Saturday night action here on VCS English. It was a little bit of a one-sided one for OPG versus 𝗕𝗏𝗄. 𝗕𝗏𝗄 took that one handily, but heading into this one we have Team Secret, a wounded beast, up against the 𝗬𝗏𝗵𝗵, who definitely need to pick
Another
this one up.
beast.
Vinny, can you explain the stakes of this game? Or match, I should say.
So, leading into the last 2 weeks, we're already saying Buffalo needs to find an upset win because Percent has their game against OPG still, and with that, they are very likely to take that last playoff spot.
Mhm.
Then Secret just lost to Percent, and Percent still has OPG to play, which should give them a 2-series advantage over Buffalo, who is now molding at the fact they only had to win 1 game. Now they have to win 2.
It's a disaster.
But 2 series. It is so bad for them. And now they're looking at Team Secret, who lost to Percent, and saying, we have to beat them too as well.
Yeah, you owe us.
So-
basically, is what they're shouting at Team Secret.
So those are the stakes. Yulwei, Percent was able to take Team Secret down. It was very close in the end, but still definitely an upset. Are the 𝗬𝗏𝗵𝗵 capable of doing the same?
That's a very difficult question to answer.
Well, I need a quick answer because we've got a few other things to get through.
I don't think so. I think Coated is a little bit of a weak point right now. He
Okay.
looked very lost in the last 2 series. So maybe if 𝗏𝗵 can come back to his week 1, week 2 form, there might be an opportunity in the top lane to carry through that role. But other than that, I feel like 𝗬𝗏𝗵𝗵 is not quite on the level that Percent showed yesterday to take down Secret.
I think that's fair enough. And we are going to talk about 2 players that are very important. You can start us off, Vinny. Have a chat to us about 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗵𝗏, who has come to be probably the star of the Buffalo.
Yeah, 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗵𝗏 is the big name of the Buffalo. The last remaining member of the 𝗬𝗏𝗺 international team, and he has been the star carry. He has had the highest kill. He has the highest kill share and the highest gold amongst junglers because he is basically pulling double duty as the AD carry with the high priority on Kindred and Graves. You can see that. This man has to pull out all the stops and be that carry because it's not really coming from anywhere else, especially with Hassman dropping off in recent weeks.
Yeah, that's for sure. But of course, he has a bit of stiff competition over on the other side. And Yulwei, why don't you tell us about DNK, who's really good at your favourite champion?
Yes, as you can see there, 8 games played on Graves, 100% win rate, 10 KDA. That is quite impressive. He's basically the only one to really make Graves work. In his hands, it looks like a decent champion. His gold per minute is high. His kill participation is actually higher than on the other champs, which is quite surprising for a champion that likes to farm for more than the likes of 𝗕𝗂𝗺𝗵 and Nocturne.
Hey,
overall,
when
if
you
you look at his
Ignite,
stats,
you get some kills.
well, it's true. But overall, his stats actually draw a very interesting picture of this player. He is lowest on kill participation, but pretty high in kill share. So I'd say he's one of the most selfish junglers. I mean, looking at his picks, Graves, Nocturne, all very selfish champions. At least 11 games this season on pretty selfish champions. I would say he plays for himself more than for his team most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of a different look than 𝗦𝗫𝗫𝗺, who really needs to fit a role in his team to make them succeed. DNK is one of the main damage carries of his team, and especially on his Graves and his Nocturne, he's to be feared.
Absolutely, and we are heading straight into draft. Love how swift it is at the moment. There we go. Now, Vinny, if Saigon Buffalo are going to pick up the win, what champions do you want to see?
Okay, so pre-season, going back a while now, we had this little thing called the Pulsefire Cup, where we got all our hopes up for this young, upcoming talent called Style, who was really just spamming Caitlyn over and over again. Guess who's really strong? It's Caitlyn. I hope they pick it for him. I hope he can live up to that hype. The past cup, like the last series they had against Gum, he actually looked like one of the better players on Buffalo, really finally living up to that, to what we wanted out of him, rather than just being a center one trick so that to allow him to be the actual carry from bot lane. So give him Caitlyn, burn Karma, or pick Karma with it,
Well, they haven't.
so you don't completely invalidate the pick.
Caitlyn's open. This should be a
Good to
snap
go.
pick. I feel like this has to be a snap pick, right?
Yeah, you can 100% snap pick it.
Yeah, of course, you first pick Teemo, one of the best champs in the game. So that makes a lot of sense to me.
That's just Huntsman having a bit of a troll, obviously. Caitlyn makes that sense here. Yep, bang, there it is. That's not a hard prediction. Where else?
Well, for the other side, Team Secret actually is forced to go somewhere else because Camille is banned. And I actually feel like this could help Team Secret back on track because Coated on Camille has been very underwhelming compared to his Jax, compared to his Renekton's, compared to all his other carry champs, even the Kayle he played once. So I'd like to see Coated return to his best champs. We have the 9th game for DNK Graves. Of course, let's see if it's Ignite or Flash this time around. Makes a lot of sense. He loves this champion, still undefeated, as you just pointed out in the stats. But where are we going with the second pick? We could just pick away Karma and go Karma Graves for mid jungle.
Yeah,
Or
definitely
you
good.
can keep the Karma and pick Ashe in the next part to alright, Jinx, it worked.
Okay,
well.
here we go. I'm keen. I love me a bit of Jinx.
And I mean, I also love Jinx, but I think if you want the Jinx, you should have picked Karma in that first part of the rotation to really lock in that sort of ability to match a part of the pressure. And they're gonna go with Lux again.
So I think. Can I tell you why I think they go for Lux instead of Karma? It has more kill
I mean,
potential.
it's
kill
it's so you can use the binding into the trap.
Into
That's
the trap.
why.
That's the exact reason. Exactly. It's not exactly high level analysis, but
It's a fearsome combo. It's very strong.
It is very strong.
Is it better,
and you
though?
can get the kills, but I feel like just shoving them out of lane with the Karma is slightly more guaranteed.
So,
And
I would actually argue Caitlyn Lux is a better lane than Caitlyn Karma, but the problem is if you give up Karma,
yeah,
Karma can stand
that
up
is
to Caitlyn
also
Lux.
it. It's opportunity cost as
So,
well.
well,
Okay.
But if
we're
you're
not
just
going
gonna
to see
go
Karma at all, though, so this
if you
bot lane is
just
going to be hard to play.
completely
It is,
sack bot
but
lane.
can I ask you a question, Yulwei? And Vinny, obviously, you're welcome to weigh in. Why is Jinx the counter to Caitlyn? Can you explain that to the people out there who probably haven't seen Jinx in a very long time?
So it's not about the laning phase. In my opinion, it's about the mid game, where Caitlyn usually falls off a little bit and needs a little bit more time to get to a 4-item spike, where she once again spikes. Jinx is one of the strongest, I would argue the strongest 2-item power spike, or crit, at least for the crit marksman, the 2-item power spike carry. She's insanely potent on 2 items, so even more so than an Aphelios in some situations. So it's about playing a mid-game composition, getting through laning phase, and then attacking the weak point of Caitlyn with one of the strongest power spiking ADCs at that point of the game. So it's more about mid-game coordination than laning phase.
And to add to that, when you get into those late game stages where Caitlyn becomes relevant again, Jinx already has outscaled. She has reached
Jinx
that
is still
hyper
relevant, of
status
course, yeah.
where she becomes a monster. Plus, even lane isn't too bad. You shouldn't really be dying because you can farm relatively safely with rockets and zap. Plus, once your turret goes down and Caitlyn rotates, you can take that tower back very quickly because Jinx takes towers way too fast. And
Exactly as fast
am
as it
I
should.
wrong?
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
but
not. You're not.
She takes towers very quickly, so you can sort of cheat back your tempo and sort of catch that gold lead back up, even though you do lose the extra gold from plates and first brick and all that stuff.
So moving.
On stream, and he is sitting at a sub 50% win rate while DNK is undefeated. So Graves in hands of the other junglers, not great.
It's true.
But DNK is the one exception.
Very true. So moving on a little bit from the bot lane matchup, Vinny, what do you think so far of this Saigon composition? Do you like what you're seeing, or?
I think it's a very standard composition in this sort of meta. You have the strong sort of pokes set up from the bot lane and the Nidalee. I don't 100% agree with this 𝗕𝗁𝗵𝗵 into Renekton. I think it's kind of not the way to go, especially 𝗧𝗲𝗺 should have other options.
𝗧𝗲𝗺
His banned.
Got double banned, so.
He got quite a few bans thrown at him, so maybe that's not as bad. Again, I also would have liked, I'm going to keep saying it, 𝗕𝗂𝗕. 𝗕𝗂𝗕 got buffed, or was that 1016?
16, she got buffed, I
Okay,
believe.
so 𝗕𝗂𝗕 would have been good here as well to give that extra wave clear, extra AP damage. Galio's not bad, but I don't think it's super useful because you have no delivery system. It's pure peel.
We actually ended up with a draft where 𝗕𝗁𝗵𝗵 was left to the last rotation on blue side and Karma was R5. So that's a very strange draft priority. You still get the Karma Graves combination for DNK. Artifact likes to facilitate his carry jungler, so that should bring DNK into a very strong position. I'm still a bit worried about the bot lane, but top side should do absolutely fine for Secret. So it's now on Saigon Buffalo to exploit bot lane matchup and snowball this Caitlyn to an insurmountable lead.
Absolutely. I think the Karma's a really good pick, buffing up both a Graves in the early to early mid game and then a Jinx for the rest of the game. Hard to argue with that.
Jinx with a Thresh and a Karma backing her up should be nigh unkillable. Especially with there is of course the massive pick potential and burst from a Lux in theory, but a Lux and Nidalee, but yeah, it's gonna be rough without any real engage.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Well, we'll have to see what they can do with it. Vinny, give us your last thoughts and obviously end it with a prediction.
So, I think if Saigon can't get that massive lead going, they're really going to fall down to the Jinx. and the protection, unless Celebrity just playing badly aside from the side of Team Secret. So I'm going to lean towards Secret, but this should be one of the better chances Buffalo has.
Fair enough. Well, we'll talk to you again after the game. It's just going to be me and Yulwei bringing you all the fun on Summoner's Rift. I'm so happy to see Jinx coming in. It seems to be Team Secret's Caitlyn
cool.
answer.
Yeah, and Celebrity looked absolutely incredible on her yesterday. Overall, Celebrity, just a very good player this whole split. Very solid in lane, super consistent in mid and late game in team fights, and he just doesn't die. I think even on the Jinx game, he didn't die. So
Nope, I don't think so.
it's a perfect champion for him. You can kind of ignore him in the early game, and then he's going to be there for you in mid and late game. So I think this is a very smart adaptation, and Team Secret is the one team to bring out new champions all the time. So it's super exciting to see them find another one.
It very much is. We hope Team Secret sort of stabilizes after getting upset yesterday. But we'll find out soon enough. Where do you think the early action's going to be? Where do you think the junglers should be putting their focus?
As always, it's Nidalee, so top lane.
Yeah,
I feel like top lane is actually a very, very volatile matchup, where both champions have point and click CC and can kind of easily start a fight that leads to a successful gank. So I feel like this matchup is going to kind of decide the early game and how much the junglers want to gank and counter gank. DNK sadly can't really follow up too well on a coated engage, so I feel like he's looking out for the counter ganks and to shadow coated and give him a little bit of safety. Speaking of top lanes, actually a very interesting rune choice I haven't seen for top lane 𝗬𝗏𝗺, at least in this league.
Grasp.
Not PTA this time, not Conqueror, it's Grasp. So a little bit healthier, short trades are going to be good. Long trades against Renekton are going to be a little bit questionable. So
Yeah, absolutely.
see where that goes.
That is very interesting. I imagine it's just a reflection that you don't want to take those trades against Renekton. So, fair enough. We hope Coded is returning to form after a very average game. Series in general, actually, yesterday.
Even weeks, you'd say. Even when his team was winning with the Camille, Nocturne, Galio compositions we saw in my video early on too, he wasn't playing too well on the Camille. He was just basically pressing the ult button, and then the follow-up came in. But his individual play in Camille and side lanes, in the laning phase, nothing really to write home about. So I think it's one of his worst carries, and I think Renekton is a way better choice to get back into the groove, back into the end of the season. So we have the first gank. And there was a ping from the red side, so they are aware of the potential. He's giving up a few CS.
Yeah,
He's
Coded
still
definitely
in a vulnerable
sniffs this.
position.
𝗬𝗏𝗺 is now charging on forward, flash for flash instantly, and a dash away from that spear. Resources used, but the gank does not find a kill.
And Flash for Flash isn't actually that great for us. I would argue it's still advantageous for Saigon Buffalo, because it's easier for them to make the gank work on the next attempt. It's not actually that easy for 𝗬𝗏𝗺 to ever land a stun now on Renekton. He can just keep his slice to himself and then just slice away when he sees the bear running at him. So it's going to be difficult to make this dive work. He's only level 3, but almost full HP though. And there's a teleport, double teleport.
Oh, yep, teleport coming in for a teleport. There will be a moment of a 3v2 as Artifact arrives, and that will call off the play. Both mid laners expend that summoner spell. Froggy's going to run straight back while Artifact is actually backing, but no, he cancelled it because Coded's found a way in onto 𝗬𝗺𝗺, but that bear lumbers away with no problem.
This was an interesting passage of play, because Artifact the interrupt and Artifact can actually pay dividends for 𝗬𝗺𝗺, because 𝗬𝗺𝗺 denied the solo experience from Coded, and even though Coded is now ahead in lane in wave states basically, because he has one more wave pushed in, 𝗬𝗺𝗺 should have a little bit of an experience advantage once the minion waves even out again. So level 6 could be coming in handy for 𝗬𝗺𝗺 for another synced up gank and maybe another attempt to kill Coded.
Very possible. So at the moment, the bot lane is very even. We obviously want to see Caitlyn getting ahead as fast as possible. Both of them have gone fleet footwork. Jinx recognizing that you have to have the fleet footwork in lane. Obviously, she loves lethal tempo. That's much better for the late game, but you really need it. That's a lot of damage. What happened there?
I have to say the Lux, even though we just saw a very good trade, the Lux Caitlyn lane has been very underwhelming so far in the VCS. Kind of failing to do what it's supposed to do. Of course, it's still potent in the late game. Lux support actually scales quite well into late game too, especially if you have multiple targets that can profit from the extra attack speed and on-hit damage later on when you build the Ardent Sensor, of course.
Wait,
so
Lux supports shouldn't go first item Ludens? But all of them in solo queue.
Oh no. All of them are also maxing something like E. And they're like, please just go to your mid lane. Please go away from my lane. You're not supposed to max
We actually
E
have a
here.
bit of a trap brewing here in the bot lane. I really wish the spectators would come back, but no, it didn't end up getting sprung, so it's okay. Bit worried. DNK clearing
It's a
out
very
vision
even
around
laning
the
phase, which is very good for Team Secret. In fact, they're actually
That's what
400 gold
London's
ahead
doing.
just from laning. There's an advantage for DNK in the jungle matchup, which is very surprising. Usually we see Nidalee with an early lead over Graves.
This could be bad
And
though.
Froggy.
Froggy is level 6. They get off the Drake. So DNK wasted a fair bit of time there.
That's true. But he didn't really have anything to do, right?
Sure.
Only his topside Kruk camp was available. He's still in time to collect the full topside anyway. It looks like he's going to start with that
𝗬𝗲𝗺
buff.
and Coded having a little bit of a scrap here. The ultimates are both coming out. Both of their ultimates, of
Conqueror.
course, just make them bigger. Conqueror, though, as you said, so much better. 𝗬𝗺 kites down to make sure that Galio can join the party. But in the end, it is just to ask them to turn the music down.
It's very good though for Team Secret. They get the very important ultimate from Froggy. Now Froggy can't impact bot side. They might have to trade it
teleport
for an early
advantage.
dragon though.
There's a teleport advantage in top lane. 𝗕𝗂𝗺 cannot do that. He gets the hell out of there.
So yeah, the problem was mid lane priority for Team Secret. So 𝗕𝗂𝗺 was banking on the fact that bot lane would be advantageous enough for him to take the dragon, because bot lane is still in favor of 𝗬𝗺. But mid lane, there was no mid laner for his team, so it was very easy for the artifact to lean towards bot side and scout into the river. So not able to get the dragon, and instead it's now Team Secret with a little bit of chess going on in the early game, coming out with the first objective. No kill has happened yet.
Yeah. We'll have to see how many dimensions of chess we've gotten up to. Like, I think we're just in normal chess at the moment. You know, we've just graduated from checkers. Do we get up to that fourth dimensional chess?
Can you actually play? Can two people play fourth dimension chess though?
I mean, in theory,
Maybe.
maybe.
I mean, in theory, I think it's
that
not possible
depends.
for even one person.
Well, I mean, in reality, Yulwei, the fourth dimension is not something you can perceive.
Yes, that was what I was referring to too. So,
But you know what you can perceive? Saigon Buffalo getting a Rift Herald.
yeah, there we go. The next objective, and will they be able to get this one? I just closed, and now he turned around. Okay, this should be secure. Yeah, I just opened on the other side. Nicely done. Good kite. And they get the first objective for themselves. So it's a trade on the long run. Trade Dragon for Rift Herald. And Rift Herald, of course, can give you a little bit more gold immediately. You also see the lane swap coming in. So they're not going to send their bot lane back to the bot lane. Instead, just going to pressure top lane immediately. It looks like Team Secret is avoiding the contact with the enemy bot lane. And this is dangerous. Celebrity getting solo experience is nice, but 𝗬𝗺 has flash, and ultimate is almost up as well. 𝗬𝗺 can just go for the solo kill on Celebrity pretty easily.
He can. Jinx is pretty good at stopping 𝗕𝗺𝗺. The chompers, if you
Well, you can just flash over the chompers though, and then
Yeah, that's the problem. You kind of almost want to do it after he hits you, and then you drop them vertically. It's not guaranteed, and he can
there we
also
go.
then
There
ult.
he is.
See, there it is. He does get stopped up. Can he pop the ultimate? Doesn't even need to, as he just flashes on forward. But in comes the TP. The cork misses out of that zap, but now here is Coded. We've got a little bit of alcove gaming, as they're not going to commit here. I feel like they... Oh, no, maybe not. It's 4v3. Team Secret on the run. 𝗕𝗂𝗺 lands a spear, but with Artifact lurking. This fight will be called off for now. I tell a lie as Hin goes straight forward. The big play is happening. Style speeds on out. The Super Mega Death Rocket will, in fact, just be a Super Mega Tickle Rocket. And exciting stuff. But no one died.
No one died indeed, and 𝗬𝗺 showing why he is one of the best ADCs in the league. So much restraint shown. No flash, no itchy trigger figure for the flash. He just took the stun and recognized he didn't have to go away. The 𝗬𝗺 didn't actually deal much damage to him. He hit the stun and I think a W more or something, but then it was just a tanky 𝗬𝗺 trying to hit him. So he just stood there, took a little bit of a beating, and then walked away. Still has his flash and his heal available, so he's super safe. Still almost, I guess, 10 CS down now to the Caitlyn, which is fine. He has so many extra stats in his kit that 10 CS down is not going to amount to much.
It's not.
And look at the top lane gap, by the way.
That's exactly what I was about to throw to. That is a 30 CS gap in the top lane. 𝗧𝗲 looking very good. Rift Herald summoned up here in the bot lane.
Coated.
Don't say 𝗧𝗲. Wow, he looked good. That's how good 𝗧𝗲 was in the first game. I think he's still playing. But no, of course it's coded. As that is a lot of tower plates here for the bot lane of 𝗳𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏. They evacuate well as well. And Yulwei. I'm kind of confused. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. There hasn't been a kill in 12 minutes. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
What league are we watching?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, we have some action.
Hello. It's a caster blessing. Perhaps as 𝗲𝗏𝗏 gets stopped up here, calls down the lightning, but the thunder is always booming for Team Secret, and there is the first blood. They've answered my prayers.
Finally, 12 minutes in. That was a very late first play, especially for a 𝗳𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏 game. Buffalo is still the team with the highest combined kills per minute, just slightly ahead of OPG, with more than 1, which is insanely high, by the way, in the global average, if you don't have any idea. I think one of the lowest teams is... Oh, never mind me. A little bit of a clash.
It's okay, he doesn't have the
So just to compare it to one of the global teams in NA, Team Liquid, the best team in NA right now in terms of standings, is sitting at a 0.57.
Ooh, there's a hook there straight in. The chompers are blocking the easiest route of escape as well. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏 throwing out a lot of damage, but look at the reinforcements. They do not let any man go down alone, and Style survives. This is going to be a tower as well.
𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏 is so good,
They
man.
can't
He
race
didn't
this.
flash
This is the
once
first
again. And 𝗧𝗏𝗏 might be dead again.
He could be, but there's a kill in the bot side. Venus goes down. First brick to Saigon as well. So overall, they profit in that play.
They're still behind in gold though, and are going to lose the turret in top lane after all. So and some plates in mid lane, as you can see, Artifact is furiously shoving in the mid lane to get some plates of his own. Look at we get to see how Venus died. Just Froggy flashing forward, not much he can do. And then a very sad bear. Top lane 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏 is not the way to go. Please stop drafting top lane 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏. He's decent in the jungle. He's utterly useless in the top lane.
I know.
As you can see, once again, only 50 CS down, or almost 60 CS. You know, it's
That's
not
a good
big deal.
volley.
He's
That's a
going
good
full tank.
𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏 performance for the VCS.
It's true.
He's only 60 CS down. Lovely.
13 minutes.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, it's a bit rough. Yeah, the 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏 top lane has been extremely unsuccessful in the VCS. Has become to be working in the jungle. Don't really mind seeing jungle 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏, but not in the top lane. It just has not worked in this league for whatever reason. So, let's look at the game state. The gold is marginally in favour of Team Secret. Dragons are dead even. It's 1 tower each. So what does this mean for the mid game?
So we talked about the advantage of Jinx over Caitlyn in the mid lane. Mid lane. They're pretty even in the mid lane. But in the mid game they aren't. And 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 should hit his first item spike. Once he hits 2, that's a big advantage for Secret. I would like to see them play around dragons a little bit more in the next few minutes. They already have accrued a little bit of a gold lead, so further accelerating that with the next Herald isn't really necessary in my opinion. So, I mean, you could go Herald right now as the dragon just went down, so there's no reason to play around the bot side.
Potent, trucking 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗏. That was a bit brutal. This top lane matchup is only on one way.
Yeah, and Coated is so strong even in a teamfight setting right now. Of course, the extra HP is quite valuable early on in the game for Coated.
Mhm.
And I don't think this is something 𝗬𝗺𝗵𝗺 should contest. This is
2
their
levels
top
up
lane
as
is basically
well.
not in the game. So,
𝗲𝗺?
oh, good catch.
Oh, that is a huge catch there. In they go. The Lux Laser does not do very much at all. And 𝗏𝗏𝗺, maybe that's one of the statues we want to be tearing down. As this 𝗬𝗺 is
They
very,
still
very
want to
ugly.
fight. They want to continue.
It's just poke, I think, and the Herald goes down. Yeah, no, they're not going to re-engage. They're not that silly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this whole thing was. This is something that the bottom tier teams in our league and some other leagues too, but in the VCS, most notably, do a lot, contest for no reason, or trying to contest and then just awkwardly standing close to the objective and not getting anything on the other side of the map. Someone could have pushed in bot lane. Bot lane was hitting the turret. You could have pressured the tier 2 turret. If you get a turret for Herald, that is a positive trade. Why are you all awkwardly standing grouped as 5 in a fight that you can't win? Close to a Renekton that is sitting at a 3-0 is going to shred through all of your team. Just go to the lanes and farm. Yeah, this makes me a little bit angry with our bottom tier teams. I think they should have learned this by now. Sadly, not the case.
Yeah, I mean, the coaching of the VCS continues to be a pretty serious issue.
But then you see Flash playing yesterday, right? They were so clean.
Okay,
They were
and
so
there's a
good.
reason that Flash is the best team in the league, right?
That's true.
The VCS does not have 0 good coaches. They do have some good coaches. The problem is just sort of the depth of coaching. Coded, come on, man, get the cannon. Not great there. So, Team Secret very much in control, particularly around this crocodile. But there surely comes a point where 𝗲𝗺 and 𝗏𝗏𝗺 are meatball enough. But maybe it hasn't come yet, as this 𝗏𝗏𝗺 is going to get boiled. And I think he might be able to tell that it's happening as the rocket came in to help out. And he went down.
I think 𝗬𝗺𝗺 has hit every single rocket we've seen him fire. Some went the most impactful. The first one in bot lane was just to add a little bit of damage. But this one, very nice. Probably not needed to get the kill, but it was way easier with the rocket coming in from long range. And they get another turret. Top lane is an unsolvable puzzle at this point. They can't really do anything about this matchup anymore.
It's not a puzzle. Team Secret handed 𝗬𝗺𝗵𝗺𝗺 a completely solid block of wood and said, well, if you put it together right, it's the Eiffel Tower. They're going to turn around here onto the Lux. She gets absolutely detonated, which means Galio could not fly in. God, I love to see that happen to Lux. Oh, it makes me happy. And now 𝗏𝗏𝗺 is definitely not going to be happy. He might be feeling a little bit groggy as Celebrity flashes forward to throw in that last rocket. And it's all Team Secret all the time.
DNK messed that up big time. He needed Celebrity to flash in for the last hit because he thought he had the kill with Q, ran away, was going to go for the cool guys don't look explosions thing, but then the enemy didn't explode, so he looked very silly, not actually a cool guy, but a very silly guy, and Celebrity had to save the day.
It's like it's like when you try and turn around to do the cool guys look at explosions, and as you turn, you rip your pants.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, 0-0 and 6, a very supportive game from DNK, not what we know him for, on this Grace especially, even in CS. So he's just there to add a little bit of poke, to add his smoke screen, a little bit of utility there, and keep up in levels with Meliodas so you can't be contested later on at the objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity already chunking quite a bit with his Q. But yeah, the side lane is the big problem, and the 5-0 Renekton is going to enter lane against the 𝗏𝗏𝗺, and 𝗏𝗏𝗺 is going to shriek and run away. He's not going to sound very bearly. It's probably going to sound like a small kid running away, because this is a very scary Renekton, and not a very scary bear.
Yeah. This is definitely... I mean, it's interesting, because as an Australian, I feel like I have seen this happen before. Koala wanders a bit too close to a Billabong and Crocodile comes out. This is basically what happens. Doesn't take as long as a League of Legends game, but the Koala doesn't win.
Yeah. I mean, we just saw the Crocodile chomp on some light mage, whatever Lux is. It's probably not going to take him much longer to kill the 𝗕𝗁𝗵𝗵 at this point, because he doesn't really have any defensive stats either. So he's going to die very quickly to this combo from Renekton.
Yeah.
2 levels down. Yeah, look at him run away. Nope, he does not want to take the fight.
He's trying to get out of there, and Coded barely takes damage. That was the full, like, burst combo from 𝗕𝗁𝗵𝗵, and it tickled.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a problem. A little bit is, once again, the understatement of the day. It's a big problem. Renekton isn't really the greatest split pusher when it comes to killing the turrets. He's basically a good side laner, but not a good split pusher. I like to differentiate the two. He can apply a lot of pressure and push in side lanes and threaten 1v2 kills or 1v1 kills, but he can't really push inhibitor turrets. He doesn't have any ranged abilities. He doesn't really build high AD, so yeah, he's not going to shred through turrets like a Camille would do, like a Fiora would do. So he needs some other place to accelerate the game, and
Ooh, DNK, look how bold he is. He's just facing down 3 of them. And just, he doesn't care. As 𝗂𝗄𝗏 going in onto Coded. Ace in the hole coming in. He doesn't actually have much of an escape here. He should be a rug. He finally goes down. That teleport is a bit shocking as well. Artifact potentially inting in here. Team Secret fighting 1 by 1 by 1. And that is not how you win a game.
And it has to be the jungler that collects all the kills. 𝗦𝗏𝗆 is the main carry of the team, by far the best player of this team in round 2, coming up with another good performance. 3-0. He does not want to press tab, because that's a little bit depressing, but he at least is feeling great about himself. 3-0 compared to the 0-0-6 on the other side of the jungle. So 𝗦𝗏𝗆 is set up to control a little bit of the mid game. They are still 3k gold down. And the Jinx is still looking very scary.
DNK's been caught out here, though. Dashes over the wall. It should be okay, as long as that spear doesn't land, which it doesn't. But 𝗵𝗔 get some tempo back.
The crab is going to go a long way at controlling the dragon. Full on 5v5 is not something they should take anyway.
Well, it's a
so I believe...
Dragon, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 𝗕𝗏𝗵𝗆 is better of not contesting that dragon. Maybe they could try a Baron play here. But let's look at Coded getting caught out here. He's just a little bit too deep. They have no ward coverage for him. Of course, DNK acts as a battle ward at this point.
From DNK. You don't need to be that far forward to kill a 𝗕𝗏𝗆. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, then the teleport for Artifact, a little bit shocking. That was not a good call.
Yeah.
I think the single best change they ever did to pro play, making teleports uncancelable.
Not cancelable. Yep, 100%. Yeah. That was such a big change, and it's benefited the game so much. Venus in a little bit of trouble, but still manages to just glide on away from this Caitlyn. No problem.
Double ward from him.
A little bit.
But they have some vision, Team Secret there is, around Baron, so they are aware of the potential Baron sneak while they take Dragon. What are they going to do? I would like to see them allocate the Renekton into the top lane to have him closer to Baron and then fight around Dragon. So if the enemy is going to sneak Baron, you have your strongest member around the Baron to stall and just go in 1v5 or try to threaten a 1v5 or chase them off Baron.
Hello, they want to make a play here onto Coded and DNK. DNK is actually going to just kind of straight up chunk him. Dashes away from 𝗕𝗏𝗆's taunt as well. So in the end, it is just everyone moving to Mr. Dragon's home.
Second, 𝗵𝗆𝗆 are taking the fight. I would not advise this fight. It's Coded with a very good flank on style.
Oh, but they found DNK, but 𝗕𝗏𝗆 backs out of the taunt. He dashes into the Chomper's mouth. That collateral damage hits all 5, and that means 𝗵𝗆𝗆 have got to stampede away.
Well, once again, I question why they were even here. What was their goal? What were they trying to accomplish? I guess if they kill DNK, but DNK has flash and face rush. He's so hard to kill. They could have protected this mid turret. Oh, Nidalee!
Oh, this is a bit of a disaster here. 𝗦𝗏𝗆 is completely caught out. Presses the stopwatch. It's actually Azonya's. That buys a lot of time, and it actually means he gets out of there. The blast cone coming in clutch.
𝗕𝗏𝗆 as well, finally able to be the superhero he wanted to be when he locked in the Galio. Finally able to save his teammate. And didn't even die for that. So it's only 1 kill in the mid lane on Style. Will still be the second turret, most likely, with the Karma shields. They want to continue the dive.
Oh, here they go. They absolutely continue to dive. 𝗂𝗳𝗃 gets a lot of healing from his team to make sure he gets out of there as well. They do find in onto Artifact, but that's a Karma. She's got all the shields she'll ever need. So it's just the free kill onto the Lux.
It's the death ball comp of old. Just group out as 5 and no one can touch you because you have Jinx firing from behind. Then you have Karma to give everyone a shield. The more grouped up, the better. The higher the value of the shield. So it's very hard to see a world where Second Buffalo can break this very solid combination. And Celebrity is already building his 3rd crit item. Actually, good item build from Style. Let's go for a little bit of a Caitlyn items check-in. Do you like this one?
Yep. Yeah, I like this a lot. The shard's a bit interesting. I'm not 100% sure about
It's going to be a rapid fire cannon now.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, maybe you could have justified like a PD or something to deal with coded dive. But I don't think that's a big issue. The double BF sword item, that's the best way to build Caitlyn. Stop building Zeal item second.
Absolutely, hard agree. Also, a little bit looking at all the items completed now on Team Secret. Oh my. They just came back with some of the big power spikes their team was hoping for. Coated now way tankier than he should be. Double Mountain Drake. And, of course, on top of that, he now completed another lifesteal item with the Death Dance. So he's super hard to kill. He also has Conqueror. So he goes up to something like 45% lifesteal, basically. Or Spell Wamp lifesteal. That is ridiculous. That is a lot. And then also look at the items completed by Celebrity.
Ooh, charging on forward, that balk slow means 𝗲𝗲 gets stopped, but the instant
Don't
reset.
get baited every day. Don't get baited by top laners.
But I am a top laner.
Yeah, same.
I am 𝗕𝗂𝗺𝗁𝗍. 𝗏𝗏gy getting slowed up by that Jinx rocket coming in. 3-item Jinx, incredibly fearsome.
Look at this Volibear flank. Look at him. He's going to jump in and die immediately.
Okay, so question for you. He jumps in with his ult. Let's say he lands in the middle of DNK, Celebrity, and Artifact. Does he hit the ground before he dies?
Probably.
There's a hook. That actually landed straight onto Style. Celebrity, he's actually dead. This is a huge fight here for Buffalo. They don't have the damage now to tear through Artifact. God, I am really caster cursing today. It's not good. As Team Secret are falling apart here in this fight, the Buffalo have found the miracle that they needed. And apparently Vietnam has Christmas at a different time of year because only Santa could have given them that gift.
Well, is it going to be a gift wrap Baron on top of that? Or is DNK going to contest this one? 𝗲𝗲 trying to teleport back in. He failed his recall, so now he's in a little bit of an awkward spot where he doesn't really want to fight, but he also can't really recall because he's going to leave the rest of his team alone. DNK, flash available, no smite right now.
He is getting attacked at the moment. They get that first kill onto 𝗏𝗏gy. Baron resets, and they've done enough.
So in the end, the whole gift in the mid lane didn't really give them anything other than few kills, because now this might actually be the Baron for the other team. 𝗏𝗏gy's dead. 𝗦𝗏𝗰𝗿 is here. He has no flash, but he has smite, so could try to go for the miracle seal. 𝗲𝗲 going to teleport back in, and we have another big clash.
The chompers are still up though, so 𝗲𝗲 can't utilize that home guard speed style. Trying to get in onto Artifact. The Baron's down to 1500 health. The steal has to be now, but no, DNK will not have it stolen against him. The Lux Laser doesn't do much of anything either. Celebrity whipping rockets out. 𝗲𝗲 already has been skinned. Hin will join him. That star collapses into a black hole, and Team Secret are back on track.
Conveniently, there's another nice objective spawning just in time so they can just walk to the bottom side of the map, secure another big objective, and really walk it home. They only really have to dot the I's and cross the T's at this point. There isn't much the enemy team can do. I mean, Team Secret could try to int again, but even another int is probably not enough for them to lose this game.
Very true. This is definitely entering the territory of the game where even if it was more even, I think they're ahead at this point of the game. So let's have a look at this second round of the Baron. Style tried.
Yeah, Style has no mana, so you can't set up a trap line at Baron Pit, which would have been very nice, corralling the enemy team into the Baron Pit where they can't get out. But now he's just a Caitlyn with no mana, and we all know that is not a good fate. Caitlyn players hate having no mana and being yelled at by angry dudes.
Angry dudes. Is that what we're calling them now? That sounds. I reckon that's probably a bot lane name. What bot lane would that be? The angry dudes. I guess the only like male support that's like not aside from I guess Thresh. Like Braum, but Braum's not angry.
Yeah, Tarek
not
isn't really angry either.
No, they're all
Alistar
super
maybe?
chill.
He's pretty angry.
Alistar is pretty angry. Set's pretty angry at times in his
true.
gameplay. So maybe like a Set Draven bot lane of the angry boys.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know the game is over when we're talking about things like this.
Well, we see a last stand for Second Buffalo. Their team fighting is decent. They just... Well, Second Buffalo is still a little bit of an enigma to me. They have some good players, but it's weird because for some reason their players seem to never be informed together. Like, we have seen Froggy carry games on Nico. We have seen 𝗧𝗲 carry the whole first part of the split. And we've seen 𝗦𝗲𝗰𝗆 step on the last 2 weeks, but they seem to never be on good form together, which is so sad.
𝗦𝗲𝗰𝗆 is still having a good game, by the way. He's 4-0
Yeah, he is.
and keeping up in farm despite not having access to his jungle. 𝗦𝗲𝗰𝗆 has been fantastic, but I have to think 𝗧𝗲's just lost a lot of confidence. Like, you can't blame him. It's a really hard split to play as a player in general, particularly a fairly young player. There's only a second split. This is hard. He's gone from a guy that played these super mechanical champions because he was supremely confident to playing 𝗬𝗁𝗁𝗁 and 𝗬𝗁𝗆 and just inting. It has to be a crisis of confidence. Like, let me put it this way. He picks 𝗁𝗁𝗁 this game, which he's fantastic at. And let's say he still goes 0-3. I don't think that's a confidence issue. That's just you picked a high execution champion and it didn't work. But he's picked 𝗬𝗁𝗆. It's not a hard champion. That's not a 𝗧𝗲𝗺 champ. It's been kind of sad watching 𝗧𝗲𝗺 seemingly getting in his own head.
He is... Yeah, the 𝗁𝗁𝗁 was banned. So maybe
that was
𝗁𝗁𝗁
just
saving grace.
just an example, like a high execution champ, like he often plays.
Yeah, the Cannon, he had some very good games on Cannon. He had carried some games. But yeah, overall his performance has just been dipping. Like, he's so much worse than he was at the start. He was one of our most hyped players. We were considering him for mid-split MVP even.
Yeah.
Only really overshadowed by 𝗬𝗁𝗆, I'd say.
Yeah,
So,
𝗬𝗁𝗆 and Coda did split.
Yeah, it's really sad to see, for sure. And this is on the other side. Let's talk a little bit of the winning side. Coated with his first good game in, I'd say, weeks.
Yep. Bouncing back, finally.
Very, very strong performance.
So yeah,
More
it's
than
definitely
100 CS advantage and 9-1.
Wow, yeah.
Look at his itemization too.
Yeah, he
no
has 3
defensive items allowed.
I mean, Death Dance. That's kind of defensive.
Nah.
No, it's not really. Look at the difference in builds. Like, 𝗧𝗲𝗺 is digging through the bargain bin at the Salvos, while Coded is shopping at Louis Vuitton at this point. It is a class difference.
Still with more items in this.
Yeah.
not
Oh,
inventory
there's
after
another
all, I
catch,
guess.
and Hin is just absolutely detonated. Froggy is on the run, but the inhib falls, and come on, Team Secret, stop the victory
Still
laps.
damage.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh,
Boom, boom. Oh,
the Jinx is hitting hard.
Oh yeah, she is blowing down buildings.
Is this base Jinx skin? It is.
No, it's
right?
Mafia Jinx. Artifact flashing away. 𝗧𝗲𝗺 goes in, trying desperately to find something, but there's absolutely no chance for this bear. 𝗦𝗁𝗆𝗁 tries to finish what he started, but it's just going to be the... Oh, can he get away? Can he save his KDA? Run, 𝗦𝗁𝗁𝗆, save your stats. There's the rockets, the collateral damage, but it's not quite going to be enough, and the rest of Saigon Buffalo are consigned to the fountain as Team Secret just style on him a little bit. Oh, they're actually going to hold their
seems
base.
a little bit
Yeah,
low
they're gonna
on
hold their
HP.
base, yeah.
Yeah, they have to leave again. Okay, 2-3 more minutes, I guess. Elder Dragon is going to spawn. Baron is up, so Baron into Elder Dragon, and then please just put an end to this. The suffering has been enough. Well, Kota destroyed his perfect KDA. He actually got an assist. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rip, but of course, he's now, he's on to the authorities. He's called 911. The police are on their way to make sure Team Secret have to stop this beating.
Hopefully. What do you think about this celebrity build? He's going not 100% crit, instead went for a little bit more safety with the Bloodthirster. By the way, just straight up completed the Bloodthirster, going back.
Yeah, I think the 100% crit was better, personally.
Yeah,
I don't think
Essence
you need
is
the
actually
Bloodthirster.
very, very good on this champion, because you can perma-spam your... Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Nice sneak attempt from 𝗂𝗏𝗵𝗵.
And this could work.
And-
It's only 2 here, down to 4k health. 𝗦𝗏𝗰𝗵 is here, has the smite. DNK is getting in range, and it's taken away by the Jinx! And it's all Team Secret. The dragons are roaring. Conan's got 3. Froggy is on the run, but they're not even letting him escape. The teleports towards the base, and the 𝗳𝗏𝗵𝗵 with a nice attempt. But in the end, this... Oh no! There's an ace.
Draw him down.
And the dragon goes raw. Who's more fearsome, the dragon or the croc in this one? It was definitely the crocodile. As Team Secret, this is even just a bit of BM, as they do finally take the Nexus. And now, we are going to move on to the next game. But we'll be back in a few minutes before we do. Don't go anywhere, guys. We hope you are enjoying the show. Join us again in around about 5 minutes to see if the 𝗂𝗏𝗵𝗵 can bounce back. Talk to you then, guys.
has begun, and metal shall prevail. For we know what they have done. 5 legends of our realm who sought to follow the path of their dark musings. But they did not know what they had summoned. Pentakill. To these creatures, there is but one thing left to do. Heavy metal.
Welcome back, everybody. Here on VCS English, we've got another game for you. Saigon Buffalo didn't really get on the board in game 1, did they, boys? Vinnie, what was your take? Coded. He's the obvious MVP, but what did you think about the whole game?
Buffalo molding. Coded bounced back for the series against them, while he was basically one of the main reasons they lost against _%. So they are very upset by this. Other than that, it was really nice play out of the side of Secret for the most part. They got good advantages in the top lane. Bot lane they managed to go even with until the Rift Herald came down and got that and forced plates and basically forced the win from the bot lane, which you should not be able to go even with Jinx, Thresh into Caitlyn, 𝗏𝗏.
Yeah,
that is absurd, and that is a really bad sign on the side of Buffalo's.
We are whipping very quickly into draft. Yulwei, what needs to change? What do the Buffalo have to do? Except play better.
Top lane. It has not been useful to anyone not named YT, and even to him only once. So please just stop playing 𝗬𝗏𝗺 in the top lane and give Husband something you can carry with. The Akali could be an option. The Cannon could be an option. He's played the Kayle before. Maybe just bank everything on the late game and win with Kayle. Who knows?
Take a page out of Flash's book and just blind the Cannon. Like,
yeah, why not?
There aren't too many awful matchups for it, and none that are really in the meta. So just blind it. Give him something he's comfortable on.
And good on.
That too.
Hey, why? No, it's obvious. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 𝗀𝗨. Let's go, the classic. 𝗬𝗏𝗺
It's just going to be
𝗀𝗨.
𝗧𝗏𝗺 there in the first rotation, by the way.
Then Coded's going to Camille, so we've got some real facepalm picks.
Yeah, we have some int going on in the top lane.
Fair enough, they switch it.
Maybe they've gone for 10-0.
I mean, honestly, Buffalo should consider playing Camille Galio. Froggy's a good Galio. This makes sense. Your first pick, your blue side this time. Secure yourself the Caitlyn. Can they play the Jinx?
They even banned the Renekton, so Camille Galio goes even higher in priority. No, the obvious Camille counter is not there. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and this is the first Caitlyn we see out of Celebrity, by the way.
Yeah.
Didn't get to play it at all in the series against _%, so keen to see where he goes with this. Maybe they will go for the Karma, or maybe they don't. I mean, you can go for the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 here, but
I mean, I almost think you pick the Karma and give it to Artifact. You don't need a bot lane. You just don't want the enemy bot lane to have it.
Yeah, you can happily go Karma Graves here. And then if they do ban 𝗏𝗏𝗏, you just swing Karma down to the bot lane.
I would have liked Karma Graves, honestly.
But they may go 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I mean, you can do 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Graves and kind of do the same thing. But
the problem is that means there's still a Karma available. But Yulwei, what are you thinking so far of our discussion?
So I went to check some of the some of the stats for Caitlyn for Celebrity. He has played her 15 times in his career and won 9 games, lost 6, so a solid win rate of 60, which means he should be very familiar with this champion. She hasn't really changed much over the years. There was one significant change a few years ago, but I believe in Celebrity's ability to adapt.
5 years ago by now. So.
Yeah. But the Jax into 𝗕𝗃𝗃, this is a very cool matchup we get to see from time to time. Some people say Jax is favored, but it's pretty even. It's the early game should go to 𝗕𝗃𝗃.
Skill matchup. If you can time your Counter Strike around the Q, really.
Yeah.
But now I need to see Secret ban Caitlyn. Not Caitlyn, Karma.
Karma, yeah.
Ban
yeah.
Caitlyn.
Okay, Buffalo ban Karma.
I thought you just smashed the glass. He has actually walked away. Vinny's left. He's gone. Look, he's not there. He walked away.
No,
He took his headphones off and literally walked away. What do we do? Oh no! Ren ganked our analyst.
Saigon Buffalo, you can't do that to us.
Oh, he's back, thank God. Why did he
go?
Why? I mean, like, it's obviously against Artifact. Like, he did play it last game. He was pretty
You
effective.
have first pick.
Yulwei,
So,
help.
the reason is that for VCS teams, for most VCS teams, Karma is not a support. They look at Karma and see a mid laner, and they've already locked in the Galio, so they can't pick Karma. It's just not possible.
You go Karma, and then with those bans, it's even better because you assume Secret's not going to pick Olaf, so you round out with Karma Olaf, and your comp is amazing.
I like this Lulu.
That could have been a Karma. This
Lulu
is just
is
a
way
worse
cooler than
Karma
Karma.
in this situation.
Lulu is way more fun than Karma.
So Lulu is very good into Jax. She can ignore his CC and W him anyway. So that is quite helpful. She can also cancel his jump with a well-timed ultimate. So I like this Lulu.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Into Lulu?
Whoa! Oh, come on, please, do it. Give me Zed and Lilia. Give me Zed and Lilia.
Come on.
Come on, lock it in. I'm more
You need
excited
that
about
big
Lilia.
jump.
I'm more
Come on,
excited
big
about
jump.
Lilia than Zed. Give me the Lilia. Please, come on.
It's really not
Come
a
on.
UK champ, but please, come
I
on.
don't care.
Come on,
Pick the
come on,
Lilia.
come on.
Come on. No. But
So that's
Zed.
Zed.
That is a Zed. What the
There's a
hell?
Zed into Lulu. What? Why would you do that to yourself? That is such a bad thing to do. In
Zed
teamfights.
into Galio. You ult onto him and he snap tones. He's like, cool.
Yeah. This
That
Zed
is a
pick
very
seems-
strange Zed pick.
This Zed pick seems awful. I love it, but why is he picked Zed?
What is going on?
That's got to be the first Zed in Pro Play this year, right? Surely.
Ah. Let me check something real quick.
Oh,
So-
no. Wasn't there one in LEC's last split? Because it was when Misfits played their rookies. I think they played a Zed.
No, that was
No, that was last summer.
year.
That was last summer. You're
Summer.
right. Yeah, you're right. That's last summer. Time has blended together
So-
with the coronavirus.
So let's see. So PHT has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different champions played this split. Let's see how many Artifact has, because I think this is just to have more than PHT. The two are battling between across the split all the time.
If you want a champion just to have more than that, why Zed?
He's fun.
This is so I'm so confused right now. Also, they went for the Lee Sin when they should have gone for Olaf. That's just I might as well throw in on that. That's not a great pick.
Yeah,
I mean,
Olaf
He's
is really
comfortable
good.
on the lead, by the way. Artifact. This is the 16th different champ Artifact has played this split alone, so he's comfortable in the lead. So you didn't need to go to Zed.
So,
Yeah.
Vinny, you need to give us your very brief final thoughts and prediction. Will Zed make the Order of Shadows proud, or are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gonna get the win today?
I think Shredder's probably gonna get his can kicked in because there There is a couple of really good champions into Zed on the other side. So.
There are. We'll have to find out if the Foot Clan can come up or if they'll be eating the Foot. I'm guessing Yulwei, those references just flying over your head?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just getting used to just ignoring everything you say. Whatever.
Style charging forward. Venus has had to burn his heel, and Style doesn't want to stop. That's double summoners forced. Ash, everybody. Ash.
This is very bad for early trades. Venus is the one with the heal in bot lane, so no utility summoner anymore for Secret's bot lane. That's going to mean the Lulu can be super aggressive. Lulu would like to reset the game right now and change to Spell Thieves, because that's now a prime opportunity for her to get a lot of procs. But yeah, this choice is good as well. The Zed. Let's just hone in on the Zed pick. Why? Why did it happen? So what was visible? They saw the Lulu.
And the Galio.
Yeah.
Lee Sin was the only pick after it. It was
Lee Sin was the only pick that came after Zed. So Zed is a very strong laner. Forces Froggy to go into armor, most likely. Does Zed win side lane against Camille, is what I am asking myself. Because if he does, we might get to see a little bit of 1-3-1 action, where Code goes against Galio and Zed goes into Hasmid.
It's very interesting because you're thinking of all this analysis and trying to understand the Zed pick. I'm just trying to figure out how many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles references I can get in. I think we can call Coded and Nidalee his Bebop and Rocksteady. Again, references I know you won't get, but Vinnie will find them funny. I'm
sure some of our viewers too. I've heard about this before, but I'm not quite sure what it's about. So sadly, I can't.
It's a kid's cartoon from the 90s.
Okay.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fought against the evil Foot Clan of ninjas, and Zed is
so ridiculously dumb.
It is. It's extremely dumb. It's a 90s children's cartoon, but Zed has a lot of design elements from Shredder, who is the head ninja. Meliodas has a bit of a pop there, but can't find anything. DNK gets out in time. But yeah, no, Zed is his mask is pretty much an exact rip-off of Shredder.
Interesting. So Meliodas just committed a big sin in the jungle there, going for an invade that was pretty unlikely to work off.
Yeah, he's
now he's behind 2 camps.
3 camps.
I mean, if he gets the invade and the kill, it's really big. It's really big if he gets the kill on DNK, but it's quite unlikely. So it's that's a lot of sin coming out of the jungler. Luckily, he adapted his path and actually went back to his top side, because DNK was close to stealing his whole top side away. DNK, why is he so fast?
Good question.
Nidalee passive coming in handy.
Yeah, he was zooming there. Oh no! They knew he wanted a double crab, but all he's gonna find is an ugly lobster, and he's gonna get some food poisoning, and that's the Golden Horde disassembled. That's the first blood against DNK. The Buffalo are here to win. And up in the top lane, it continues. Husband and Coded having a bop. The counter strikes back up. That's what he's doing. He's trying to be the best shooter in the last 20 years. And there it is. He frags out and takes the kill.
Please never get into my games, but watching Jax is very exciting. What a cool champion to watch. Hin.
Oh, Hin, be careful. I don't think there's quite enough damage. Oh, there's the big net. The 90 caliber net. That was a bad flash by Hin. This is an action-packed game, and it's not going to stop. Celebrity wants to try and find a kill before he dies. Can he get onto Style in time? No, the heal comes in, the shield even, and Venus now has to run. He might be the only one that gets away. Whew.
What is going on? It's chaos.
Let's have a look at this.
Husband is very low in mana. He gets the very good trade with his passive. Regenerates a little bit of mana. But now,
brilliant jump. Leap Strike won him the trade. The fight in the end, not the trade.
I think both actually played this almost perfectly. Hasmid got the stun with the flash, so changed the direction of his hook shot. Or wall dive. Wait, which one is... Hookshot is the second part?
Oh, no, Hookshot's the first part. Wall dive is the second part. I thought you just...
so the wall dive. The wall dive actually got him there. He extended the wall dive range, so that was very nicely done, but Coated, of course, has more ability to extend the fight with Conqueror, with his E back of cooldown, and Camille, when she doesn't have her hookshot and wall dive, can't really do much against Jax, so he won that fight.
You know what's even better? Next patch, that cooldown's even lower for Jax.
Yeah, that is
They're
true.
buffing Jax.
Please.
Yeah, he needed that. Definitely needed a lower cooldown.
Oh man, the Jax buffs. I can only be so mad about the Jax buffs because the Fiora buffs are so much more outrageous that I'm like, yeah, okay, Jax buffs are annoying, but then I look at Fiora like, please get her off of my games. It's so painful.
They really buffed a few annoying champs with these last two patches. Oh yeah, everyone loves a Caitlyn Fiora meta. That sounds fun. But Style is having a great time. Though that Ranger's focus, those rapid fire shots doing an insane amount of damage. This Lulu is manhandling Venus as well. They're trying to turn it around onto Style, doing a lot of damage. 90 caliber net forward, but the Peacemaker doesn't land, and Froggy's just killed Coded.
We can't keep track with all the kills going on all across the map. Very interesting traits here in the bot lane. It looks like the better movement went over to Style, but there's just the sheer power as we have the dive
Zed
extending.
creeping on in. Look how low that health bar is for 𝗲𝗺. There it is. The death mark is used. He can't go back to the shadow until the taunt's done. So he times it well. Down to the bot lane we go because it's never stopping in the VCS. Style won't even die, and Team Secret lose too.
The celebrity is so tilted. He has now 2 times missed the kill so closely. So what happens? He jumps in, so no Q to jump out. He knows that Galio just left lane. Zed should have communicated that. To be fair, they have good wards in the enemy jungle, so that he didn't expect Galio to actually come to him. That was quite nicely played from Galio. So I actually have to give credit to Froggy, avoiding the usual path where he would have been seen on wards, instead going very deep into his own jungle to kind of bait the overextension from Coded, because Coded thought Froggy was resetting. So nicely played from Froggy, and he gets a kill for himself.
Yeah. What's funny?
It's
We had that
game.
replay, and it got 1 of the kills. There were 4. This is an intense game. We didn't have First Blood. It was what, 12 minutes for First Blood in game 1? Something like that? 10-ish?
Yep, 12 minutes something, yeah.
Yep. We have 7 kills at 8 minutes in this one. They apparently didn't like that style. Oh, and they're doing it again, boys. It's happening again. 𝗲𝗺, they're going under tower, and bop! The stick comes in. I mean, we were talking about banned skins. You got to get rid of this one. He's got a real weapon. It's not fair.
It's true. It's not fair. Law-wise, that's just not allowed.
Exactly.
What weapon? What kind of weapon is that?
It's a quarterstaff.
Yeah,
it's a staff.
It reminds me a lot of the old. Have you ever played Lego Star Wars?
I have.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Guardians of how is he called again?
Oh, hang on. You might have a time to think about it. As Style wants to show that the flame he's been getting isn't justified. Celebrity gets popped up in the air by the Lulu ult. The big shield comes in, and that is now a 3-0 Ashe. Donatello is definitely looking buffed up to take out the whole of Team Secret. Froggy does get the death mark put onto him, but it shouldn't be enough. I tell a lie. Pop goes the play-by-play caster, apparently. Oh, help your way.
Yeah, well, very, very good artifact Zed play. He has his mechanics down. He has definitely played some Zed in his life. Probably a little bit of a Zed main in solo queue. Can't confirm, but maybe our community can tell you that. And the bot lane, that is the power of Lulu from ahead. He can just run down everyone. Lulu with the extra slow, also the ultimate to slow all the time. Then you have the auto attack and W slow from Ashe. That is such a fearsome combo. You can never overextend into them. Reminds me a lot of Lulu Vayne, where you can also run down people all the time. How does Artifact get the kill here? He gets caught by the E and the W, but it's a little bit too early. Meliodas is not quite here, so he gets the full combo on Froggy.
Yeah,
and there's Ignite running too. Yeah.
It's just Ignite plus damage. The magic shield for Galio obviously doesn't do anything. Just well done. Got the 1-for-1. This is this is a game you'll
Top lane is a big problem for Saigon Buffalo, but everything else is kind of going their way, especially in the bot lane. This Caitlyn, once again, has failed to do anything. The first Caitlyn for Celebrity this split. So far, he has been on the counter side, the side that plays the Jinx into Caitlyn 2 times. Instead, now going for the
𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃 lands the Q, and they're calling in the boys. Venus has no chance. He is sent packing. DNK, that's a smart play by
wow.
𝗕𝗂𝗃. That was so intelligent. It's not quite going to be enough to get the kill, but well done, 𝗕𝗁. The thinking is good. Another Q lands. They can go into this one. 𝗕𝗁𝗃 going on forward. He should have the taunt up, if not now. Soon. There is 𝗬𝗏 getting dove in on your right. There was an ace in the hole as well, but he won't be able to pop him, and the slows have come in time. Coded, he's here. This is continuing. The light binding misses. The laser does not. The double counter-strike stun. B site's been taken. 𝗕𝗁𝗃 gets bonked. Oh, my boy. Help.
It is very kind of looking likely to be the last game, so that's going to help your vocal cords a little bit, but wow, Team Secret getting gifted a little bit of an advantage there, because 𝗬𝗏𝗺 overextended in the enemy jungle. Kind of surprised Artifact lacked the damage to one-shot the enemy ADC, but still just flashed out and was fine. So another dragon now also over to Secret. They are in a 1k gold lead, and top lane is looking dire. And top lane advantages most of the time are more severe, especially in the early game, than bot lane advantages, because kind of almost... Okay, interesting teleport.
Ooh, that is very interesting. Just trying to stop the gold being distributed correctly. Not sure if that's worth it.
That's a lot invested for that, though.
Yeah.
That would have been only 160 gold for the ADC. You invested a teleport cooldown to do that, and also exposing your mid lane turret to maybe even give up 160 gold on that side of the map. No, not quite, but it's probably going to be low, the plating that is.
Yeah, it's very,
so,
very low.
A little bit of a weird play for 𝗕𝗁𝗃.
Yeah.
Coated quite low, but he has lifesteal, so he should be...
Maybe they were trying to stop the charge. Just at all. That's... I don't know if that's a good decision, but I think that must have been the thinking.
Maybe. A little bit late for that, though.
Yeah.
So, what... 𝗬𝗏𝗺 really needs to double down on the spot lane, ignore the losing lanes in top and mid, and go for the bot lane push. We can see 𝗕𝗁𝗃 shadowing behind the spot laners. They want to go for an engage. 𝗧𝗏 has ultimate available. Hin has ultimate available too. So you can kind of have 𝗕𝗁𝗃 jump in as the movable CC tool with the Lulu ultimate. Let's see if they want to go for the dive.
This is dangerous.
Yeah, look at 𝗕𝗁𝗃.
A snare comes out. There's the Ash Arrow. The Q has landed from Lee Sin. 𝗕𝗁𝗃 could come forward. 𝗧𝗏 is the one getting the Lulu ultimate. There is the Lux ult, not doing much of anything. The snare misses as well. In they go. Venus gets gone. And now it's 𝗬𝗏𝗺. He gets taken out by the best AD carry in the VCS. It's 𝗧𝗏. Up in the top side, it's Coded and Artifact duoing together to make it a bit more even.
That's why better bot lane wins, because there is 2 members and 2 kills, and top lane is only 1 member. So even though there's a very, very big top lane lead, the bot lane lead is also gigantic. DNK is here though, and he might
this
just
is bad. This is going to be a big shutdown as long as he can get onto him. It takes... Yulwei.
BM!
I really thought it was going to happen. A 𝗬𝗏𝗺 has arrived back in now. It bought so much time. It's a triple kill for DNK. This is getting dicey. 𝗕𝗁𝗃 steps on a trap. The headshot comes in. It's a quadra kill, but he's finally taken down. That kitty has got claws.
We are in the biggest fiesta of this week so far. We are at 23 kills at 14 minutes. It's absolute insanity.
Is it the biggest fiesta of the split? It's in the running.
It's in the running for sure. So we can... Why are we getting a replay of this very boring dive? It's just
I think
2v1.
they're gonna cut the bot. They'll cut the bot after, I'm sure.
Probably. Yeah, bot lane was actually very well executed for the side of 𝗬𝗏𝗺. And this is just, 2 solo laners that are both a level ahead of 𝗧𝗏𝗺, killing him on the turret.
Did Deathmark didn't even come in. That was well played by the Zed.
And thanks for that cut. Thank you.
Well, I mean, we saw that the bot lane dive.
The VM for DK, by the way.
And we don't even get he could have gone back to human form and just yeah.
He could have also just used the W or the E or in Cougar form and killed him there.
True.
Just VM'd him.
But if you that was.
I think they lock upper bracket if they win this one. Not quite.
I don't know if they lock up a bracket. 𝗧𝗏 getting jumped in on, and that's why I don't pick Zed into Lulu.
Yeah, Zed into Lulu. Very
Still
good
nearly
choice.
killed him. Nearly killed him, to be fair, but not quite enough. Coded. That's a bridge too far, and he gets frogged. That's kind of a turtle.
Coated against turrets also has been a little bit of a problem. Meliodas caught by the light binding.
Doesn't happen. Oh! A big cat. Style wants revenge for the BM. The ace in the hole deters him for a moment. Venus misses that binding. Lux has been disappointing.
I think Venus hasn't hit a binding on screen.
Yep.
Maybe one or two. But he has been very off with his skill shots so far. To be fair, also very good dodging and movement from Style especially. Style is popping off this game. Can't blame him. Maybe you can blame 𝗧𝗲 this time around. A very weird world we live in. We can't blame Style, but can blame 𝗧𝗲.
Yulwei, I have a question for you. It's a philosophical one. Is this a good
Go
game?
Good game to watch? Yes.
Is it good League of Legends? No.
I don't think
Am
so.
I loving it? Yes. And in the end, do we watch for entertainment? Well, I think we do. So
We do.
they're doing their job.
Probably not a good game if you're the bot lane for Team Secret.
No, they're not having any fun.
No. Oh. That's a lot of damage. And the light binding hit on Style.
Ooh,
Just
that's
as we
big.
were
As
blaming
oh no! There it is. He's stolen it away. The Foot Clan make out with another artifact. It's going to be 3 kills in exchange for it, though, as Style is just murdering people. Speaking of murder, artifact got 1, but he didn't get away with it, and he'll be sent back to the sewers.
What's going on?
And top lane, hello.
What is going on? Okay, Coated is trying again against the turret. Turrets so far have been the bane of his existence,
bonk,
but can he
bonk.
get this one?
Bonk, bonk. He's
Bonk.
going to get it. He probably kills Froggy if he fully commits to it. There's
Yeah, he
the
easily
blade.
kills him.
But with him there, I actually don't think he does, because there'll be another spell rotation out of Froggy, and he does. Because of Polymorph.
Pretty
What
close.
a spell.
Pretty close. He had flash still. He could have tried to flash
I think he
the
knew.
one of the taunt.
I think he knew Ash was coming, so he was.
Yeah. It was probably a good decision.
Let's have a look at this steal. Psh, only one shuriken hit. That was so close.
I think E hit 2.
Yeah. The
Not
E,
quite
the
sure.
E would have hit, yeah, for sure. But
And look at Style and Lulu damage. Ash, a lot of people say Ash can't carry.
Ooh,
but Ash with Lulu is
artifact!
actually a hyper carry.
ooh,
fancy.
he has been practicing it in solo queue apparently.
Yeah, he knows his Zed mechanics. I mean, Zed is still a shit champion, but at least it looks cool on stage, I guess.
Oh, he's fun to watch. I always want, if I could balance the game and I was a magical god that always got it right, I would have Zed always be fringe meta. Like you picked a team comp that can't stop Zed? Bang, R5 Zed. I want, that's the state of his balance.
Yeah.
I want. Because he's really fun to watch. He's not fun to play against when he's oppressive, because you just get one shot all the time and it's like, oh, this isn't fun. But it's kind of like Draven. I like him being in the same position like Draven's in. Really good Zed players can crack him out.
Oh no. I think it's
no,
of
Meliodas
course,
uses the flash.
the
Can he get over the wall? No, he can't. It's DNK, of course, not Meliodas. And Style is absolutely murdering people. Meliodas got the kill. But that's a 7-1 and 6 Style.
It is. Another kill over to Second Buffalo. They have finally claimed the gold lead. It's still pretty close for an 8-kill advantage. We're also looking at an Ocean Soul in 2 minutes.
Oh, look at Celebrity just
hello?
getting
Can you
rotted
please
down.
stop?
He's trying to run away. There's absolutely no chance. Venus gets taken out. So does Celebrity. And, Buffalo. Their bot lane. It's pretty good, this game, for some reason.
Yep. Celebrity is ruining his KDA. I think he was still in the top 5. He is
Yep.
0-7 and 2 in this game. I think he's out of the top 5 now. I am not sure what
coming
Team Secret's
back?
bot lane is doing.
Okay, fair enough. You can't actually stop this push if you code it, so you
No,
may as well just go
this
for a
inhibitor is
tower.
gone.
Yeah, you may as well just get the tower. Okay.
Yeah, this is a very strange game when you look at the goal totals, because it's still pretty close, but the bot lane is such an unbelievable lead for Saigon Buffalo. So it kind of has to come down to Coated and Artifact killing Ashe at the start of the fight. And she used to flash aggressively in the last one, so maybe there's an opportunity for that. But I'm really not sure what Team Secret's bot lane is trying to accomplish here. Yeah, that's a very good question. I would like to ask too. Still worth 220 gold. That is quite surprising. At 7 deaths.
He's got a couple assists, and his farm's not bad. He's kept up in farm.
Bye,
Coded.
𝗂𝗧𝗺.
It's found 𝗧𝗺. No, good flash, but it doesn't even matter. Coded's just going to continue it. Galio coming in. Is the Counter-Strike going to be up in time? No, it's not.
Where did you go?
Uh-oh, the ninja's been found as well. You can run, but you can't hide from the Queen of the 𝗕𝗂𝗺.
Lulu using her ult and using her W. Why would you pick Zed into Lulu? I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's a very, very strange choice.
I mean, he's also like in a position where he can't even build Duskblade. Like, this has to be a feels bad. What is happening this game? Why do we have 36 kills at 21 minutes? Baron going down, of course. What is happening?
What is happening to Team Secret? Why are they...
Well, I know what's happening to DNK.
Bye-bye.
He's getting caught out. They're actually taking a really long time to kill him. He could get on the run. He's got 4 legs. That's more than 2. He can try and get away, but Froggy says no. He's got wings. That's even faster. It goes 2 legs, 4 legs, wings.
Yeah, there we go. And of course, that's perfect timing to deny the Ocean Soul. Maybe the only way back into the game for Secret to secure that very broken soul. Instead, it's going to be an easy... Oh, maybe we get to see a steal. We had 1 steal already from Artifact. So
True.
Can you repeat the miracle?
Well, I mean, there is a Lux Laser as well. Nope, this time the smite will be
Close
true.
enough. Close enough. I
This is-
think I saw a 3 there in the HP bar, so pretty close.
Ooh, that's spicy. So, as the game goes on, there's obvious carries here. Jax and Ashe. I think Ashe.
I
does
thought we'd
more.
say Celebrity and Venus.
Oh, I mean, they're carrying Saigon Buffalo, of course, but
They are.
they're not the damage dealers. They're just the enablers. But in all
They
seriousness,
deal quite a lot of damage to Team Secret's chances, I'd say.
Okay, God, rough. Style charging forward. Who matters more? And has 𝗧𝗺 caught up enough? He's got 5 kills at this point. He's actually on item
Yeah, it's pretty
parity.
strong. He's 2 items. I'd say he still loses the 1v1.
I don't think
If
this doesn't.
Oh,
This does not go how you think it does, Team Secret. Venus,
nope.
what is
Bye-bye,
going?
Venus.
What was that? Why did he? I guess 𝗧𝗺 was down. Yulwei. Oh, they're not even killing him. He's just walking away. They don't care. They're not letting him reset. It's like Overwatch. They don't want to kill the baby diva. This is hilarious. Oh my god, Team Secret's getting dismantled.
Even running around in a pajama, so
Yeah.
maybe he's just a little too cute. They don't want to hurt him.
No, Lux is not cute. Kill her. Lux is horrible and shouldn't exist. And finally, we'll get cut in half. Good. If you're out there and you're a big Lux fan, your waifu is trash.
I do are worse than Ari.
Worse. Way worse. Not even close.
Seriously.
Ari's a worse champion, but as a character. Anyway, top lane in him's about to get taken. I think Buffalo's going to win, dude.
Yep. It's looking very likely. Zed is not a great champion, and Jax is also not great into Lux, by the way. Into Lulu.
DNK's dead. This is game.
Bye-bye.
This is game.
Yep.
They just walked this in. This is insane. We have 39 kills in 24 minutes.
At least it's quick, right? At least it's quick and full of action.
I mean, to be fair, I'd love another 40 minutes of this. Are you kidding? As that is going to be the Nexus going down. Coda does his best, but it cannot happen. The Nexus is falling. They, of course, want to add a few more kills, but they don't quite do it. And at least I, need a little bit of a break to get my throat back in order. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to do analysis? I don't know about that, but we'll be doing something. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. We hope you're enjoying the show. Give us some feedback and all that in chat. See you guys. Welcome back, everybody. It was League of Legends in Game 2. It was on a computer, probably. That's about all I can say. Vinny, can you help tell me what we watched?
So we got to see a little bit of a Worlds preview, right? Because they all of a sudden subbed in an LCK team to play that game. Buffalo did, or especially on the bot lane, because that was not style. That is not style at all. That I have not seen anything close to that level of play out of this player so far. And if he could just do that every, like, even if it's every other game, Buffalo would be the best team in the league almost, because that performance was amazing. And I mean, coated 1v9 in that.
1v9 implies you win. But he definitely didn't.
He tried.
So, what is the one champion you'd like them to pick? I know what both of you are going to say, and I want you to say the same one. So what champion would you like the teams to pick? Vinny?
Say
Okay, Yulwei, you can say it. I know you won't. Come on, what jungle do you want? Lilia. Pick the Lilia. We've had a Zed, now give us Lilia. Let's go. Just to give context, this entire casting team is the Lilia fan club. Within about 3 days of her coming out, all three of us had at least Mastery 4. We played it. Oh, well, you still play. You don't play as much League as us.
But yeah, I didn't play a lot of League. So
yeah, we were playing a lot.
Still working on level 7, but yeah, I'm up to 35,000 points. I think
I'm at 6 now, but I've started playing a bit of Yone. He's not as much fun. Lily is more fun. But let's talk about the game on the screen. Amazing. The bans, nothing really changes. It pretty standard.
No. And I don't think you need to change anything really off both sides. I mean, Secret.
The question is Caitlyn bait? Or is Caitlyn legit?
Well, they don't seem to think she's legit. They just pick the Ashe.
And I mean,
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you after that outstanding performance? And if Koji goes to this Caitlyn, I mean, Husband didn't look bad on the Caitlyn, but
Camille, yeah. I expect 𝗕𝗂𝗆𝗆𝗺 to come in here. Lucian doesn't really make sense.
That's a bad first rotation.
No, okay. So
Camille Lucian.
Why Lucian this early? It's not contested.
No one will expect Lucian to go bot.
Yeah, but why do you pick it this early?
But if you go
10-15? He's going to be a bot lane again, 10-16 most likely, but 10-15? I'm not sure.
So
I don't
Lucian,
think the buff is too big.
So TSM did play Lucian bot yesterday. Double lift players. It was
with Yumi.
So the theory behind that pick was Lucian is good enough in the early lane to get Yumi through it, and then Yumi stuck to LeBlanc for the rest of the game, and double lift died a bunch. He was fine. It wasn't his fault, but it was literally to carry Yumi through the lane.
And
interesting.
Hasmed's on his cannon. They listened to me from last game, and they didn't hear me at all because
you don't know that.
But they've bugged my house in the middle of the quarantine.
Jungler. Ugh.
They rushed. They prioritized giving Hasmed a champion he really likes, giving him the cannon. So
Cannon and Camille is a very spicy matchup. I like to watch that a lot. It can go either way. It's not quite as easy for Camille to win against Cannon as Aurelia is. Aurelia is the typical counter pick. Camille can win in all-ins and can kind of lock him down, but she can also die to him very quickly. So, very interesting top lane matchup. And so far, Coated has had the better of Hasmed in this series at least. So, expect this to go maybe a little bit in Coded's way, but this is also one of his worst champs in the top lane, so let's see. Maybe he has worked on this Camille a little bit more.
Yeah, it's one of Coded's worst against one of Hasmed's projected best.
Absolutely.
So this Nidalee pick does suggest that it'll be a solo lane Lucian. I think if you just want to sort of cheese it a bit, you go Lucian and then I don't know why you want it as a solo lane. I think you want, if anything, you take Lucian and you try and cheese the Ashe with a really strong support. Like, I mean, you could go Lux.
Zinzao.
Yeah, Zinzao. No, you could go Lucian and a really good poke champion like Zilean.
The classic Lucian Braum is not bad either, right? You can block the Ashe arrow, you can block the collateral damage. It's not actually that bad for a champ here. That we're going to see Karma.
You could also just go Lucian Karma. That's a strong line.
This opens up a lot of flex opportunities here for Team Secret. It's very hard to read the draft. Karma could still go support or mid lane. Lucian could go ADC or bot lane, and then you can even R5 Caitlyn here if you want. Caitlyn Karma is still possible.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
They take away the Galio. I mean, I think if Team Secret wanted the Galio, it would already have been picked.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's a good champion for Froggy, and to round out. They need a support. I think you almost could just go Ashe Braum. I mean, you get screwed over if they do put the Caitlyn in, but it does protect quite a lot against the other side.
I knew it. Lux just want to say Lux here to get Ashe Lux into Caitlyn. So Hin was the better Lux in game one.
It's real.
Ezreal can kind of go even in every lane he goes into, so I don't mind the Ezreal too much.
I think they were just too scared of picking Caitlyn into Ashe. Ashe, she has always been the best answer to Caitlyn, and evidently after last game, they're too scared.
Yeah, again, I think you were probably better off going Lucian and Syra bot lane or something and just cheesing the bot lane. But because otherwise you've just got a Lucian mid and it's kind of...
Why not? Lucian mid is very good into Galio. I don't mind that at all. I'm a big Rookie fanboy, and Rookie's Lucian is absolutely outstanding, so I'm actually a big fan of mid lane Lucian, if played well.
There is a difference between a mid lane Lucian and Rookie Lucian. There is a difference between mid laners and Rookie.
That is also a fair point. But still, Lucian is one of those champs that, when played well, has no real counterplay. Because he's so oppressive, he has so much mobility, can do basically everything. So I don't mind the mid lane Lucian, especially as a punish into the Galio. Because Froggy Galio, we know Froggy's not the greatest laner. He loses CS all the time. And now with Lucian pressuring him in, keeping him honest, so we get to isolate the two other side lanes, because you get to see where Froggy is going. Going to go a long way for Team Secret if they are to win this game, because I feel like Froggy can really influence top lane and skew the matchup in 𝗏𝗏's favor. And if Kotus is behind in Camille, he's not going to get anything done.
Well, it is definitely interesting. It probably won't be quite like last game. I don't think we could ever have two games like that back to back. No one could handle it. The computers would catch on fire. So, Vinny, give us your final thoughts and who's going to win the series?
So, I'm leaning towards Buffalo because I think their comp is just overall a lot better. Plus, from what we saw last game, we can see that the level of play out of Buffalo isn't that bad. And this is the first time in a long while that we've actually seen 𝗏𝗏 on one of his champions. He's been on the Mordekaiser, been on the Ornn for so long, and that's basically contributed to his slump. He just hasn't had a champion for 𝗏𝗏. So I'm going Buffalo.
Bold call. It would be a horrific week out of Team Secret if they were to lose to 𝗏𝗏 and the Buffalo. That would basically kill their hope for the upper bracket. It's already a little bit dead. They have secured playoffs, but they want to try and secure upper bracket. Yulwei. Relic Shield Lux. What are your thoughts? First off.
No. Well, yeah, I know why people do it. I am still not a big fan, especially in a lane where you guys going to trade all the time. I mean, Spell Thieves is kind of annoying into Ezreal. Ezreal is one of the champs where I hate to play, for example, Nami into Ezreal, because Ezreal can trade back.
Not again.
So
they're doing it again, Yulwei. They did the exact same thing in game one. They tried to get summoners at level 1, celebrities getting absolutely trucked. But this time, they managed to fight back. I mean, Ezreal level 1 is ridiculous. One
Well,
of the strongest
the
level 1
interesting
champs
thing
in
there
the
is,
lane.
you would expect a Lux that hides in brush to level Q, right?
Yep.
And to try to go for the Q stun. Not the case. She went for the highest HP total build, which is of course W first, and just shielded both himself and Style for the W to get a very good trade from Style, which is less CC but a little bit more auto attack damage. I think that's something you can only really do with Ashe, because she provides the slow on auto attacks.
Yeah,
It's a cool adaptation.
that's actually really smart. That's him
Yep.
with the brain. Though doesn't work in
It's
the end.
pretty
it ends
even
up
in the end,
becoming
though.
Pretty even, yeah, exactly. So
And one thing we've seen get swapped to more and more for Ezreals is the lethal tempo.
Tempo. I was
It's
about
not
to say the same
Conqueror
thing.
Ezreal anymore.
yeah, give us a bit of theory about why.
So Ezreal doesn't really like any rune. I've actually seen some PTA Ezreal as well. He doesn't really... no rune is really natural for him, right? His abilities... The most natural rune would actually be Comet, but you don't really want to go into sorcery.
Yeah.
So you're kind of left with some weird choices in the precision tree. So the Conqueror is more for healing and for big Q damage in teamfights, while the lethal tempo is more for immediate, and it does more damage immediately, and is better in trades where you auto attack a lot, of course, because you have more attack speed. DNK looks for the first gank, but good ward here from him.
Yeah.
The Nidalee.
I think 𝗦𝗶𝗆𝗺 was just moving down to clear the ward. He spotted it with the Scry's Bloom and just came and very quickly killed it. Gets some damage onto 𝗦𝗶𝗆𝗺. Doesn't want to actually take that fight, obviously, against a Graves with a Galio in range, but will spook him off the crab. Ooh, no he won't. He's not spooked at all.
Oh, that hit.
It did hit. Could potentially go for the
careful.
Cougar form dive forward. He's so scared of the Galio. There's the smite coming in. And oh no, we wait for a moment now. DNK's got to run away. Can he get into that W? No! It's a 1-for-1. Of course, the first blood did go over to Celebrity. Now, can they escape? 𝗦𝗶𝗆𝗺 gets bound up by the Karma. Lucian is cracking in the shot. The big knock up. The teleport landing. Artifact flashing away. And disaster is definitely a word I'd use, but Celebrity has to try and get to his E. He needs his E. He's got it, but is it enough? Artifact playing, get down, Mr. President, and the Secret Service have saved JFK.
That was super close, but how did the first blood happen? So Venus and Hin chase into the river, and there's a very good Q for Celebrity. He gets his rune procced, so he has a lot of attack speed. Ease forward, W landed as well. Very nicely done from Ezreal. Much better start than in game 2, where they just got completely trucked in the first invade play. Another kill over to the other ADC. It's a perfect kill contribution for Team Secret. 1 kill to Celebrity, 1 to Artifact. They're off to a blazing start.
Yep. It's a very interesting start, and Coded is going to be on the receiving end of this next bit of aggression. He is 1v3 under the tower, flashes away from the taunt. This is all going wrong already. 𝗁𝗲𝗄 so low, he goes down. It's a disaster. Oh no, there's blood in the top lane. 𝗦𝗶𝗆𝗺 is the next target. He needs one more spear. There it is. The auto attack lands. 𝗏roggy, what are you doing? You can't do this. He gets 1 kill back. Can he get 2? Yes, he can. 𝗏roggy's done them dirty. Oh my god.
Aftershock with a double kill there. 𝗏roggy also contributed, but Aftershock really won that play. So what happens here? Coated with a very nice heal, and then he flashes away from the 1 CC they have. Once again, they only try to dive top lane with only 1 CC available. 𝗏smith on the wrong side, flashes out, is dead already. They get another kill on
Oh my
𝗦𝗶𝗆𝗺.
god. You know what's insane? This only happens because Coda dodged the taunt. He didn't proc the Aftershock. There's the proc. It was
that's
still
true.
available. They would have assumed it was down.
To be fair, he had to dodge, so that is very unfortunate.
Of course, it's not, you dodged the taunt. That's not bad, but they would have assumed it was down. But he didn't hit anything.
The Aftershock gave him enough tankiness to tank another turret hit. And
Oh, it's happening
got
again.
another 2 kills.
We've got round 2. It is a 3v3 at the moment. The 4v3, I should say. I can't count. 𝗏roggy is here. Artifact gets bound up, and it's disaster the other way. Dives just not working out. They need to watch your video. Light binding flashed away from by Venus, but Artifact is dead. It's happening
Another
again,
good roam from
Yulwei.
Froggy. And look at him. He's 13 CS down, but he doesn't care. He is 2-0-2. He is carrying his team. Had a very good performance on Galio, some very nice sneaky ways into his own jungle to pretend he was recalling, but then coming in for help for 𝗬𝗂𝗧. And this time around, he's just there, once again, defensive. Roam from him, gets another kill. This Lucian is not going to do anything to him with his arm guard completed already, so it's a very good start for the mid laner of 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺.
It's happening again, Yulwei. We have 8 kills at 7 minutes.
We do. It's chaos. It's 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺's wheelhouse. They like to live in the chaos. They sometimes thrive, sometimes they falter, but they like the chaos anyway. Just
Dark Carnival.
another dragon. Oh, the first dragon, I should say, from 𝗬𝗏𝗺. So far has been a little bit quiet. Was, of course, participating in the play early on in topside. But in the end, has now secured a little bit of a jungle advantage plus dragon for his team. So helpful. Oh, wow, 𝗀𝗃 with a big trade.
That's okay. It's just...
Yeah, it's this is a little bit annoying for 𝗀𝗃 against a magic damage matchup. Okay.
Ooh, hello, they want to turn this one
ultimate.
around. There's the slicing Maelstrom straight into the bounce house. See your artifact. He's still playing Zed because he's going back to the shadows.
And Froggy saying, I earned this. I earned this. Comes in, steals the kill away from 𝗬𝗏𝗧. Maybe should have left the kill for 𝗬𝗏𝗧 to have a little bit of an easier time in top lane. But very nice coordination to get another one.
To coordinate that. Like, I don't know. I think it was okay. But they'll get a Herald as well. Yep. And the Buffalo. They're a little bit behind in gold somehow, but that doesn't look like it. They don't look like they're behind.
Yeah, and of course we see the goal totals, but the players and the teams don't. So I think it feels like 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺 is ahead, which can be the downfall if they overextend, thinking they are stronger, not checking items, especially against Celebrity, who has now completed his first item already. That could be their downfall, but could also kind of force Team Secret into a defensive position. They look at the scoreboard, they see a dragon for 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺, they see a kill more. It feels like 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺 is playing stronger right now. So for Team Secret, it could also be forcing them into more defensive the position that they should take, looking at the goal totals, which they can't see.
Look, I'm not an analyst, and I'm not an analyst for a reason, but I've figured it out. Ooh, DNK, can he figure out the Alcove Gaming play? Well, he can when 𝗬𝗏𝗧 throws a shuriken at him, but they'll call it off. Froggy, he's not had a good split, has he? Ooh, artifact. God damn it, I can never make jokes. They just don't stop fighting. Let me make a joke.
No time for that.
I'm just going to speed it up. The joke is that he's finally good at Galio because Lux has called him in. Easy. The cinematic. Yeah, come on. Woo. Thanks, VCS. I'm trying to have a bit of a riff. Trying to have some fun, and you just won't stop fighting.
Not allowed. Not allowed. You need to get ready for the action, because it's inevitable. It is going to come. Look at Celebrity. He's stealing quite a lot of damage right now.
I'm pretty sure
to go for a fight.
The only reason the VCS is still the highest combined kills per minute is Buffalo. They have so many kills in their games.
It's very interesting looking at the stats. It's actually the 3 of the bottom teams that lead the combined kills per minute. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺 in first place with something like 102, 104 or something in that direction. And then second place is OPG with 100, just a straight 1 kill per minute. Yep. And then the third place, I believe, is 𝗏𝗏𝗺 with 0.95, so also very high.
Oh, Celebrity. He's got those quick feet on the E, or quick fingers, I should say. Has to run away, uses the flash to make sure he doesn't get light bound. But this should be the tower being picked up for Buffalo. They should get the gold lead when that happens, but that was Celebrity. Celebrity too far forward, and Froggy with the awareness. Venus, ooh, he was very close to going down. Artifact gets a couple plates in exchange, but it's not worth it.
𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗺 reclaim the lead. Nice play with the Herald. Finally get some returns for their earlier plays and some more kills. So Froggy now 3 of 3. It's only 10 CS down, which is quite surprising for Froggy. And 𝗀𝗃.
This is no chance of an escape. He is in a lot of trouble. Has to roll away. Style TP'd in. He's very fearsome at the moment. Has that cutlass. But with no ultimate, can't make the play happen.
Oh, still a very good defensive TP to save 𝗧𝗲 because there was a gank incoming. It's still happening though.
DNK deals a lot of damage, but not enough to convert it, and there's just no real ability to follow up at the moment.
40 so Celebrity. 𝗦𝗶𝗶𝗺cie is trying. He would lose this 1v1, but 𝗏𝗏𝗺gy has ultimate, so Celebrity
Yeah.
probably in a little bit of a precarious spot. He eat!
This is not what you wanted, as 𝗧𝗲 has arrived as well, teleported in. He's trying to get it all done, but the exhaust means absolutely nothing will happen, and that is an 𝗬𝗏𝗺 going down.
I'm not sure why they told 𝗏𝗏𝗺gy to not use his ultimate there. Would have been much easier if he just ulted in.
I guess. Oh, 𝗦𝗏𝗺 just flashing. They want to make a play out of this. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 charging forward. DNK's on the side. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 potentially a little bit too far away to really help out, but with 𝗧𝗲 kiting back definitely. Oh, the spear lands! And that absolutely spells the end here for the two 𝗁𝗏𝗺 players. The Ash arrow was close, but not close enough. 𝗏𝗏𝗺gy now comes in. He is a big, big lad. Venus coming in as well. Hin on his tail. And I think the play will end there.
Kills back to Team Secret, and of course they want to make a play out of this. It's basically what happens every single time we look at the screen. Something happens somewhere. Team Secret has really been drawn into the chaos together with 𝗬𝗏𝗁, and so far it's a pretty even affair down the chaos. Not sure who's going to come out ahead. 𝗏𝗏𝗺gy is super strong, but on the other side, top and jungle look pretty fearsome too.
Dragon fight brewing. It resets, but he's still on 2,500 health.
DNK has smite. There's no jungler for the other side, so this should be
𝗏𝗏𝗺gy charges forward, and they're so scared of him. DNK wants to move forward. It's in smite range. There it is, picked up by a karma. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 dies for the sins. Celebrity now has to try and find a way out, and that way out does not exist. 2 kills for a dragon. 𝗁𝗏𝗺 takes that. Both junglers
seems to move in 2-kill packages.
Oh, Team Secret, why did you poke around? You needed to leave. You needed to leave, and now they are both dead. The 𝗁𝗏𝗺 are winning.
It's always 2 kills, weirdly enough. So I'm not sure if many of our viewers like to watch snooker as well, but there is a saying, or is a theory in snooker, that people are always winning frames, which are the unit you can win, the win unit, in packages. Like you win 3 frames and the other player wins 3 frames. It seems to be the same here. 2 go down for the one team, then 2 go down for the other team. It's always 2 players together. We like to play kill pairs, apparently. So the first 2 are Celebrity and 𝗏𝗏𝗺, while DNK and Venus make it out. They both go over the wall, and then for some reason don't run to their turret.
I don't know why aren't they running. 𝗧𝗲𝗺 is not close. Why aren't they running? They get out.
They even had a ward at the blue buff, by the way. They spotted them.
If they run towards their base, as soon as they disengage, they don't die here. They're gone when 𝗧𝗲𝗺 arrives. They are gone.
They are.
Also, I'm pretty sure the karma mantra Q explosion got dragon, by the way.
It's a fitting end to the dragon in this game, I'd say. No team really has any kind of control, so the dragon is just going down to whoever is lucky enough to have the last tick of damage, which makes a lot of sense. It's 1 dragon each. It's a decent gold lead for 𝗬𝗏𝗁 with a very strong mid-game composition, especially the solo laners and jungle with super big power spikes right now. So Team Secret needs to wait, needs to calm down, needs to try to get the combined kills permitted to an acceptable level. I think they are sitting at something like 0.86, so still pretty high, but significantly lower than 𝗬𝗏𝗁. We can see 𝗬𝗏𝗁 is controlling the rift right now, and Team Secret just trying to slow it down a little bit. No unnecessary fights for them.
I don't know what's going on, Yulwei. I'm so confused. Why have these last 2 games been so bloody? This is some real peak.
Maybe it's very hot in Vietnam too, and they are getting burned a little bit. It's melting your brain. You can't really do anything useful anymore. You're like just sitting there, melting away at the 35 degrees. I'm not sure if that's high for Vietnam, to be honest.
The thing with Vietnam and a lot of countries in that area,
it's humid, right?
It's humid, so it'll be like 35 degrees, but it's wet. Because
that's
typically, I mean, it can be kind of nice. Like I've been to Vietnam
like
and
sauna.
other countries around there, like you'll have these hot, humid days, but about like 3-4 o'clock, it'll rain almost every day because it's just a big rain shower, and that's actually really nice because it just cools everything off, and then you have a really lovely evening. Like that happens in Thailand as well. It's really lovely, but yeah, humid.
Yeah, I've heard that weather condition described as if you go outside, it's like if someone would constantly hit you with the hot iron in the face.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Doesn't sound very pleasant to me.
Apparently, it's flooding in Vietnam at the moment. So,
okay.
I mean, it's wet. Oh no, I don't know when wet and dry season is. I know in North Australia at the moment it's dry season, but yeah, seasons are different. Anyway, let's move on. We're getting a bit off topic here. The action slowed down for 1 second, and my brain is just in full play-by-play mode, so I've forgotten how to.
We need to reset. There's a very condensed League of Legends happening, so whenever there's a pause, we need to calm down and recollect ourselves. So excuse us for that tangent. So they actually pushed on the mid turret without using her Rift Herald, which is an interesting decision. Usually you would use your Rift Herald to apply pressure to the next turret then. I'm not sure what this Rift Herald is going to do for that. I guess it can buy mid pressure for the next dragon coming up in 20 seconds. So you just push in mid-wave here, wait for the enemy team to show, and then press your Rift Herald, or summon the Rift Herald in the mid lane to have full control. Instead, he's still sitting on the Rift Herald for no conceivable reason. I don't really know what 𝗦𝗶𝗶𝗺 is doing. I have to admit.
Probably needs to get that
He
down.
also is... He's not getting any wards out because his trinket spot is occupied. So, a little bit of a strange decision here for 𝗦𝗶𝗺. It's still going to be the free dragon. Team Secret is not OPG. They're not going to contest every single objective, especially not the third dragon of the game. That's not important enough. They just want to scale. Some more items for Coated, some more items for Artifact and Celebrity will go a long way to give them a chance to actually win the series. Well, it's not super important for them, the series. We talked about this. It's not like they lock players or anything, but they are already locked in players. But they need to keep up with Cerberus, because Cerberus play tomorrow, and they could get ahead of Secret if Secret loses today.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is that if they lose to Percent and Buffalo, they're coming fifth. Maybe not mathematically, but
fourth
they're
is a
coming
big
fifth.
difference.
Yeah, it's
a really big difference. I think they're still very solidly in fourth place, even if they lose today, because EVOS needs to overtake them. So they would have to lose every single series from here on out, which is possible. We've seen Team Secret lose a lot of series in a row. Speaking of losing stuff, they are just going to lose an inhibitor at 90 minutes.
Yeah. It's this could be game.
Hello,
potentially.
Secret?
They
Would
need to
you
do something.
mind to
I'd
do
like them to do
about
something.
Okay, they just accepted the inhibitor, which can prove beneficial. Of course, the inhibitor will constantly push in, so that's going to starve 𝗤𝗏𝗄𝗆 of one whole lane of resources. So if Team Secret can control the Baron area and keep Coated updated about the situation and rely on his teleport to come in, Coated could get a really big advantage over 𝗏𝗏𝗏. He's already ahead in levels. He's already ahead in CS. So if he just stays in bot lane and doesn't overpush, he's actually pushing a little bit too much for my liking. I think he should. Okay, he's resetting right now. So 𝗏𝗏𝗏 can't go bot lane right now because the minions will automatically push into Team Secret again. And 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗆 has kind of opened up a window for Secret to come back. This is something I absolutely hate about League of Legends right now. That getting an inhibitor can actually be bad for you. So let's see if 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗆 can make use of the pressure.
Yeah.
Because if not, if these 5 minutes go on without them getting anything significant on this map, this inhibitor take would have actually benefited the enemy team.
Yeah, they have to play around Baron. It is bot lane inhib. The worst one for that is top lane inhib. Top lane inhib at 20 minutes, it's straight up don't take it. You're inting if you take it. Because the top laner just gets free farm and he's still close enough to join a Baron fight. Bot lane inhib, at least you get to play around Baron, right? Oh, hello, DNK. Well, they can't quite. It is Infernal Rift. Those new blast cones are in. So he gets out.
So, and there are some different theories about what the enemy top laner should do in this situation. Code is actually choosing to push out the wave to buy himself a little bit of time to be able to group.
But Buffalo are
which
continuing
might be
the play.
necessary.
This is good. They're not letting the
Yeah.
farm out happen. This is smart. Keep the tempo up.
I'm personally not the biggest fan of what of the thing Coated is doing here. He's trying to hard push his wave into the inhibitor, actually opening up a window where Husmed can catch the inhibitor. Never mind that.
No, the arrow has landed. Husmed's on the other side. Karma is deleted. Oh no. Oh no, the teleport's bad. Coded has to try and find a way out. He's dipping, he's ducking, he's diving. Celebrity's here as well. I don't know why, but he is. Celebrity, why are you here? The laser pops him. He gets knocked up, and Froggy might get another kill. Or someone will get it eventually, right? There it is, Husmed. And Team Secret have collapsed. What are you doing here? Leave! Oh no, Husmed, he's here, he's fast. Doesn't actually manage to get stunned. I'm so confused, man. You have to give Baron up. You can't contest it. Maybe go for a miracle steal, but that's it.
Look at all the vision. There's so much vision on the enemy topside jungle, so Saigon Buffalo is going to see... Oh, what? Melianus, what are you doing?
Melly, that is so risky. They can't Baron now. They're just backing. I don't understand that decision. I think you could have Baroned. Maybe it was too late with the respawns. Nah, they're all respawned now.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You still have the bot lane pressure, and Coded needs to catch the wave. He doesn't have teleport, so you still are playing 5v4 at the Baron pit. So, Saigon Buffalo a little bit too indecisive to really close the game. The Baron would have really put, maybe not the final nail in the coffin, but one of the last ones. So, I guess the Dragon is going to come in handy for stats and also opening up another win condition with the Infernal Soul in 5 minutes. But I think Flash or Evos would have definitely tried the Baron here. Gum, for sure.
Yeah.
Saigon Buffalo, maybe a little bit too inexperienced from this situation or this game state. They haven't really seen many advantages in the mid game. Yeah.
To be fair, Gum probably tries to win the game after that in-hip.
Yeah, maybe.
So Froggy's actually behind his other mid laner in gold, just by the way. They showed the gold there
Of
for a
course
moment.
he is.
Despite being 3-0-6, he is behind. As is Husmed. So, interesting stuff. They might feel like they
still had an experience.
I feel like they might think they have much more of a lead than they do. 3k at 24 minutes, it's not really that big a lead.
It's true. They still have a big lead when it comes to actual team fights, right? Because the enemy team, solo laners especially, Lucian and Camille. Camille is a decent team fight, especially if she's paired with something like Galio with Nocturne. But she herself is pretty squishy, especially on this split push focused build. Not even their stance for extra resistances. And Lucian is one of the worst team fighters from the mid lane. So even though they're only 3k ahead, in terms of team fight, they are more like 10k ahead right now. So it's very hard for Secret to fight back.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Celebrity also having a very bad game so far on his Ezreal. Has the two-item power.
Serious, you could even say.
Well, I mean,
after the first game.
Yeah, the Jinx game, he did a lot of damage. Still only, I think in the end he went about like 116 or something like that. He might have gotten an extra kill at the end. Venus, the Galio ult coming out. They want to try and get onto this Karma. Can't quite do it. Coded's dove in with the Hextech ultimatum. They're trying to get done. Style takes a lot of damage, but it's all getting returned. 1-for-1. There's the slicing maelstrom on the back line. DNK and Coded in the middle of it. They're going to try and turn it around. Pikachu's been knocked out, and they're going to go forward. Celebrity has blue buff. He's on full health. He can carry this fight, and suddenly, Team Secret can take Baron.
DNK's Nidalee is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
What he has done in the last 2 fights is incredible. Almost unfathomable how he is carrying the team fights on Nidalee. He's landing so many crucial spears, and now it's an opportunity to take Baron. No smite for Meliadus. He just wasted that on the jungle camp.
There's a Lux ult. That's dangerous. There's the take. And it is going to be 1 kill back. Artifact goes down. They have to get all of them if they want to get rid of this Baron, of course. Then is a teleport coming in, but the kill's already happened. There goes Froggy. Style is a big lad, but he gets absolutely ruined. Celebrity heard us. He didn't like what we said about him, and he's redeeming himself this game. And boom, boom, boom. Triple kill. Celebrity's back.
You see the teleport.
How many caster curses have I had today? Just by the way,
A lot today. You are definitely filling your bingo card there. But I mean, there was a teleport, right? And you look at the enemy team and say, "Oh my God, it's going to be 𝗧𝗲𝗺. But then you realize, wait, 𝗧𝗲 is just beside us. Then you look at the enemy team and you say, "Oh no, it's 𝗲𝗺. 𝗲𝗺's going to wreck us on." Then you realize, no, he just went down. So in the end, it's only an Ashe, and she teleported in and basically just died immediately afterwards. So look at this. 𝗲𝗺 is still super tanky with his aftershock, so he buys a lot of time. There is another very good spear here for DNK, by the way. The timing. He's just so good. And then the teleport for Ashe. She gets hit by 2 spells from Celebrity and dies instantly. That's so sad to watch. Ashe TP. Yeah, maybe not the play. Style got a little bit ahead of himself after the last game. And now Team Secret back in the gold lead. Still looking at a potential Dragon Snowball for Saigon Buffalo. But at least they collected the big purple buff. And they can get some standing gold for themselves.
this is suddenly an extremely close game. Team Secret very slightly up in gold, a pretty negligible lead at this point, but soul point for the Buffalo at Infernal Soul goes a long, long way to making gold leads very pointless. I'm struggling to call this
also,
one.
Cannon is so strong.
Yes.
Cannon is, I think, a champion that likes 3 out of 4 souls. He's very good with Dragon Souls. He got buffed with the Dragon Souls. Maybe a reason we see him so much. The only soul he doesn't really care about is Mountain. Cloud
Even
is
then-
super nice to get.
Even then, Mountain's not bad. He built lasagnas.
Yeah, I mean, Mountain is never bad, right? Mountain is just extra stats.
Ooh,
At
Coded
another
wants to
engage.
check in as 𝗧𝗲𝗺 getting caught out. 𝗕𝗂𝗺 is in, as is the teleport. That is the stopwatch redemption lands, but it's not good enough. Coded went way too far, and now 𝗲𝗺's making them all feel pretty bad. Venus on the run. He splits from the rest of the team, so they have to decide collateral damage to make up some ground. Style just ate a spear and absolutely hated it, as that was a lot of damage, but in the end, it's just the one pick. But look at the mid lane. Artifact is going in. Saigon Buffalo need to get absolutely everything done here. They are almost certainly going to lose an inhib, as Style desperately trying to back off. Can DNK and Celebrity buy enough time? They absolutely... Oh, he stopped the back! He just stopped the back with that spear. DNK, you absolute god, had the awareness to whip one into the tri-bush, ensure the inhib take. He's moving towards Nexus Towers. I mean, he's on the next...
Infernal Soul if they secure this one.
Okay, Style has gotten back. But they know where he is now. They can potentially fight this. DNK getting focused out. He has to go gold. 𝗲𝗺's getting attacked. This is going to be the dragon, and he takes it away. Team Secret with the amazing team play. Everything going perfect. There's more damage. 𝗧𝗲𝗺 now on the receiving end of Artifact's guns. And oh my word, what a passage of play. Someone get the replay of that. I need to be studying that for a while. Because what happened?
And you all owe DNK a meal, especially bot lane. Holy DNK does not want to lose this series. That was absolutely perfect. Once again, his positioning, his spear movement, his ability to lure the enemy into thinking they can kill him and then just jump away. And this might just be the game. 3 members still dead. 10 seconds to 𝗕𝗂𝗺 and 𝗲𝗺.
This absolutely could be the end. Styles dealing a lot of damage, but can't get over the line. One Nexus Tower stands. And Yulwei. DNK. What did he just do?
Oh,
That was insane.
The last 2 Italy games have been absolutely incredible. I am awestruck. He is so good on this champion. Why haven't we seen him more on this? Now I really wish to see him to be our first Lilia player, because I feel like that could fit his style too.
Let's have a look at this.
So this was actually the least impressive part. How he stopped the recalls and played the last fight was really impressive.
Yeah.
He still gets the steal. I think it's a Q-Smite combo. Yeah, nothing really 𝗕𝗂𝗺 can do against that.
Nope.
It's just, yeah, I guess he can try to time it with a spear as well and just hope for the best.
Well,
Another snipe. Perfect accuracy.
𝗕𝗂𝗺 didn't have smite. He smited DNK when they were trying to kill him.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So it wasn't a
But
50-50.
even if he had smite, I don't think it's a real 50-50 because it's so hard to get the damage in. It was just perfectly timed for DNK. He knew exactly when the spear hit, and then stole that away. 4 items, by the way. More items than his top laner, more items than his mid laner, barely. Of course, some of those are quite cheap, but still, it's a very impressive performance.
Yeah, it's very impressive. This is, DNK just carrying his team this game, putting them on his back. Wow. So
DNK is a very interesting player. He's fascinating to watch because he has a very distinct style. He has some games where he just ints massively. Think back to the Echo game. But then he's also so dominant when he's on. When he's on, he sometimes looks like the best
just
jungler
getting
in
a
VCS.
tower, by the way. What are you doing, Saigon? You need to stop this. 𝗧𝗲𝗺 goes forward. This should be an easy kill for the cannon. It's actually really, really close. Artifact now tries to turn it around, has the culling, and he absolutely gets it. 1-for-1 though. Coded went down on the other side. Froggy on the front. The True Shot Barrage misses. Artifact, you can't keep going, dude. Like, come on, you're on 100 health. Get out of there. Froggy on the other side will go down. Artifact, he's really sticking around. He wants this in him. And they can't kill him.
He danced around there a little bit of BM for Artifact, and the 600 heal from DNK.
Okay.
That is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Is this finally game? Coated is dead. It's a 4v3. Might not be enough to finish the game. The siege is not amazing. They don't have the highest of ranges.
It's true. But they do have good auto attack mechanics when it comes to tower. The double shot and the Ezreal W is very valuable.
Also,
there it is. The Nexus is exposed. DNK sacrifices his KDA, but it doesn't matter because it gave Artifact a way in. Style detonates. The collateral damage will get one back. And I think 𝗧𝗲𝗺 might be doing the final stand. He is desperately holding the beaches. Can Celebrity break through? He gets up the hill. He will win it. And it's so close in the end. But 𝗧𝗲𝗺 can't do enough. And we're heading straight over to our analyst desk because I think they may have some choice words. Vinny, you need to give our throats a break and give your perspective on that game.
Secret did not deserve to win that.
Oh,
but
I
DNK
disagree. DNK did.
DNK did? Secret didn't. DNK hard won that for them right at the end there with the team fights. And I mean it was kind of a throw from Buffalo around the Baron. They fell apart at the end. They didn't set up their Barons correctly. They over chased for those kills in the bot lane when they should have just turned and straight gotten the soul as soon as it spawned. Inhib for soul, fine. Inhib for 2 kills and and maybe a soul. No, don't do that. And then at the end, they just completely forgot their side lanes and tunneled too hard on Baron because they started to fall apart. And they were like, oh no, wait, well, we could lose this now. Baron. And then Artifact's just taking your base. And then it's like, wait, crap, we have... And they choked, basically.
There were some very, very, very fascinating and crucial moments in this game after taking the bot lane inhibitor at 19 minutes. They really had the time and even had made the pick happen to go for the Baron. They hesitated though. EVOS would have immediately started Baron. For the better or worse, sometimes EVOS throws away games that way, but sometimes they also secure the game. And Saigon Buffalo, in my opinion, just hesitated too long at taking the big objectives. And once they started it, or once they tried the Baron, they threw it all away there, as you just alluded to. And it's sad to see, but also amazing to see such an individual performance out of DNK.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just going to move on. It's it was so obvious.
I'm just nitpicking at this point.
Yeah, let's just move on with it. This is obvious player of the series, DNK. There's no other option. If Saigon had won, there were a few people we could have talked about, but with Team Secret getting over the line, it was all DNK all the time.
I want to say though, a highlighted matchup lived up to it. Both junglers put in so much work. And it was really just an outstanding play outstanding passage play from DNK that won it.
Yep, that they did. And that actually draws us to the end of our coverage tonight. We've had our 2 series. It was a lovely night. I had a lot of fun. I hope everyone in the crowd did as well. If you're enjoying the show, please let us know. We always like hearing feedback, good and bad, but I prefer good. If you do scroll down below the stream, there are a bunch of panels. You should click on them and stuff. They'll take you to our social media. Our Discord server, which is always very, very active, is fully English language and all the like. You could also donate if you feel like it, but hey, don't feel pressured. It's a donation after all. We'll see you tomorrow for our match of the week. And, of course,
I'm
Cerberus
still hyped for
playing
that
as well. I cannot wait. It is Flash versus Garm tomorrow. Be there or be square. But for tonight, we'll be saying goodnight.